Noticed that, man, weren't nobody else interacting, man. So that should have been a sign right there. But first and foremost, thank you and welcome for all those who stayed. And on top of that, man, I appreciate everybody who's in this chat. Make sure you drop a line in the chat. Tell me about yourself. Tell me what you got going and what you got going on. But today's topic today is going to be about an interesting situation that we see playing out in the Chicago drill movement, right? So today we're going to be talking about Bloodhound Q50. Now, Bloodhound Q50 is one of these rappers who set himself apart and I should say even elevated himself in the Chicago drill music scene because of some rumors and some heinous acts he had let him and Bloodhound Jeff, who lost his life, had allegedly committed, right? So Q50 had everybody talking yesterday because of a video that leaked and a whole bunch of blog posts that alleged that Bloodhound Q50 had lost his life. So it had everybody, going around looking on social media, see what was going on, see what's up with this situation. And it seems like most of that was rumor. Most of that was made up. And luckily for Bloodhound Q50, man, it seems like he's all right. But first, I wanted to talk about a lot of the things that took place after this was announced. So, the way that the Chicago drill movement goes, right? Person loses their life, their ops comes out and disses them. It's been a thing going on in Chicago drill rap music forever now, man. So it looks like, man, this situation was none different than the others. You had plenty of people come out in the Chicago drill movement who were just so happy to diss Bloodhound Q50 about this situation, man. So several people talked about it and, did their dialogues, talked about the rest in peace post. In my video, I did the opposite, man. I kind of tried to play the middle ground because I had a feeling this was a rumor. I had a big feeling that this was a lie. I had a huge feeling that none of this was true and that Bloodhound Q50 was going to pop out and be like, you know what? I'm all right, man. I let it play along for a little while, but I'm good. And it looks like that proved to be true. Now, what makes this a wild situation is there's plenty of rappers out there who already jumped out off a ledge and basically said that, Bloodhound Q50, he got what he deserved. A lot of the drill rap music antics, to say the least, right? And when it comes to these cats in the drill scene, man, they don't show any mercy, man. So a lot of people said some things that they ain't gonna be able to take back. Now, of course, I know Q50 has his ops. He's got people he beefs with in the rap game. He even had a back and forth with none other than a rap legend or a Chicago drill rap legend by the name of Billionaire Black, which drew a lot of interest, intrigue, and criticism because, Billionaire Black was a couple of generations removed from Q50 and Bloodhound Lil Jeff in the Chicago drill rap movement. But, he came out with a banger of a song. I ain't gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? And everybody was like, when he dropped that song, it was like, we rocking with it. Now, of course, I can't talk about this topic and break down these things without inviting some of my super friends in here so we can go over it. But in the time being, man, I just want to talk about a couple of things that we've seen on social media so far and a lot of the headlines that actually got this story to go viral. So, man, there were several things, and I want to pull up, I'm going to pull up some things about, some other posts that were made originally that had everybody thinking Bloodhound Q50 was up out of here. And I hate to say that in a cold way because, we're talking about somebody's life. And I don't like to play with somebody's life when, there's rumors of them dying because I don't want to go back on my word. That's why when I talked about this, I actually talked about it like, let's see. Because I don't know. I just had a feeling that it wasn't real, man. And it proved not to be real. So I want to let's show this post, man. So there were several posts being made on social media, and it would help if I could find the first one. I wanted to find the first one that I seen that said that Q50 was messed up. But man, let's go all the way. Let's get to the jux to this, and let's go to the video of Q50 talking about the fact that he's all right. You know what I mean? That's probably a better way to start off this, right? So let's do that.
hurt. Bullets hurt. My wounds hurt. I don't even know why I'm doing all this. Y'all got me. I'm dead. It's live old.
Now, if you need some context, Q50 is basically saying that, you know, he's all right. And wherever he's at, it's obviously pretty sunny. Looks like a nice day. And he was just trying to let social media know that he was not shot and killed and his car didn't crash into an ambulance and all that, right?
I ain't I know for a fact there's one, like, Trap City, Rescue Road, 8395. I know for a fact y'all was hoping that true, because I done f***ed y'all up so many times. I know doing nothing. I make it hard for around. I make it hard for niggas to make money around these things and out there. Kid front your mama. I ain't lying.
All right, so that was him celebrating at the fact that everybody thought he was dead and he wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Which is a good reason to celebrate if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? Because nothing's worse than somebody thinking that you died and you didn't, man. But when it came to his ops in the drill game, they were too happy to jump out there and basically diss him. So there were several people who came out and said something about this. And one of the people I want to point out was somebody who was actually from St. Louis. So there was a post right here that I want to talk about where a guy actually made a post talking about this dissing Q50. So let's look at this, man. And this guy right here, man. So you had this guy right here. I want to say his name is, let's see. He's a St. Louis rapper, allegedly, and his name is CTS Wick. And it says that he reacts to the news of Q50 allegedly getting shot. Now, you see in the story post that he had put right here, it says that Bloodhound Q50 was shot in STL this morning. And it had him laughing, you know, or kind of laughing on top of that, several laughing emojis, man, which is crazy. That's another part of the drill rap game that's wild when you think about it, man. Because if you pass away, you get shot, you die, whatever, people going to be laughing at you. And this cat is from St. Louis, so I don't know what kind of problems Q50 had in St. Louis, but the original video that came out was the reason why a lot of people, well, the original video was allegedly filmed in St. Louis where he was said to have ran off on the plug or something like that. For some reason in all these stories, somebody's always running off on the plug. Somebody's always stealing money. Something like that is always taking place. But you never really see any evidence of it. You know what I mean? You never really see where the plug comes out and says, yeah, he ran off on me, man. So well, obviously you wouldn't see that because that'd be admitting to a crime, right? But to be honest, man, it seems like it's the same playbook each time. Each and every time is somebody that ran off on the plug, somebody that did this. I think allegedly, I even seen in the chat, somebody said it was over some 60K or something like that. And I don't know, man. It's becoming harder and harder to believe anything that you see in social media, especially when it involves like hip hop or rap. Because these cats, man, they come up with these stories off of the whim, man. And they stay coming up with these stories. And more people came out to diss them. Let's actually look at some more of these posts out here, man. So there was another guy who came out and dissed him. This guy right here. Well, it really wasn't a diss. So this is a guy named Risky Bands. Now, you might remember his name being thrown out there from the time that Bloodhound Q50 and his whole squad was out there with a Philly rapper. I can't remember his name at the time. And the block got shot up. It was like there was one of those dudes who does the hood vlogs or whatnot. He was out there. And it was a whole spectacle because, you know, it was an actual real shooting. Like, people really got shot. The cameraman got shot. And there was a crew by the name of Risky Roads or something like that who he was beefing with, who ended up being the ones who went to social media to clown Bloodhound Q50 and everybody who was out there that got shot. Now, this guy, Risky Bands, he says this. He says, if you ain't on the scoreboard yet and this you mean nothing and you worthless. and you can't troll, and it makes your days shorty to live. I think he meant it makes your days short to live. You know what I'm saying? Regardless, then it says, so stop doing it, damn dork. Now, this really doesn't look like he was dissing Bloodhound Q50. It looks like he was dissing some of the other people out here who were taking shots at Bloodhound Q50. Now, one of the people I could think of specifically who was taking shots at Bloodhound Q50 was another guy by the name of, YFG Fatso. Now, YFG Fatso took to social media to diss Q50 as well, and he had made a post of his own. So let's see if we got that, man. And it was this right here. And I don't know if this is a diss, but a lot of people were taking this as a diss. Because YFG Fatso, he basically, as soon as the news hit, he put this story post out. Basically, a chimpanzee or a monkey or whatever looking at his phone, smoking or whatever. I don't know where the diss is in that, but a lot of people went viral with saying, okay, this is YFG Fatso dissing Bloodhound Q50, man, or poking shots at him. I take this as, hey, man, I'm seeing what's going on, and I'm going to watch to see how this plays out because we don't know if this is real or not. You know what I mean? Somebody in the chat said, I think that CTS Wick from the south side of St. Louis, laughing out loud. Now, somebody break that down for me in the chat, man. What is the relevance of that, him being from the south side of St. Louis? I've heard of East St. When people say East St., it's like they said Bloody Mary or they said the Candyman or something like that. But what's up with the south side of St. Louis, man? Y'all fill me in on that one, man. I'd love to hear, K, what I said. You know what I mean? But other than that, man, YFG Fatso had dissed. A couple of other people who had dissed or whatnot. So I think, man, that Q50 thought he had to come out and say something about this situation. You know what I mean? Because everybody was just taking shots at him at the time. And to be honest, from his demeanor in that reply video, it sounded like he didn't care, man. It sounded like he was just watching this like a show, like everybody else was watching it. You know what I'm saying? Because as soon as the news kicked off, he could have easily squashed the facts and said, yo, I had not been shot or anything like that, right? So let me see. So I don't think, I'm from the north side and bro from the south side. Okay. So what is the south side? Is the south side sweet? Is that what you're saying? Or are you saying that, you know, the south side is just one part of St. Louis that, you know, is at war with a lot of the other parts? Because I get it, man. I know St. Louis is one of them cities that, you know, they don't play. You know, there's a lot that's going on. So, you know, I never, ever try to doubt that St. Louis is about that bull. You know what I mean? But this is, let's also look at this. I want to show this. So this, right here. This right here. So this picture right here was the picture or the video that was attached to this picture that really set everything off and had everybody talking about this situation. Basically, what was alleged was that Q50 was in this black SUV that had crashed, and when the black SUV crashed, that's where they, I guess, at the emergency room, and he was one of the people who had got shot. I had never seen any info on that, and I'm gonna keep it real. As soon as I heard that news, I started looking for real sources, like official news sources. You know, crash at a hospital, you know, anything like that, and nothing was hitting back. So I was kind of like, I don't know. Somebody says that's Barnes Trauma Hospital. All right, K, what I said, that's what's up. So you said this is Barnes Trauma Hospital. Now, what's the significance of that? I wonder as well, man, because based on everything I'm seeing, it never proved that, you know, that Bloodhound Q50 was really in any kind of danger or that he had lost his life in any way. You know what I mean? It just all seems like playing online, man. Like most of these cats were just playing with his name, and Q50 sat back like a G and let everybody play with his name until it was time to, you know, spoil the fun. Until it was time to say, nah, I'm not dead. Here I am, everybody. And, you know, resume back to what you're doing, man. Resume back to whatever you were thinking about me. And he put out this message right here.
I'm hurt. Bullets hurt. My wounds hurt. I don't even know why I'm doing all this. Y'all got me. I'm dead. It's loud old. The way I'm feeling right now. I ain't gonna know for a fact there's one, like, Trap City, Rescue Road, H395. I know for a fact y'all was hoping that troopers.
Now, you notice he mentioned some of his ops, or most of his ops. He mentioned Risky Road. He mentioned a lot of different people. You know what I'm saying? And basically put it out there that, I expected y'all to say something about me. I expected y'all to say something about this. So, it is what it is. I don't think he expected any different, because in the craziness of the drill world, they expect their ops to diss them. They never take exception to their ops dissing, because if something happens to their ops or their enemies, they're going to do the same exact thing. Shoot, they do it immediately once it's confirmed, or sometimes before the streets even know. They go off on a tangent, laughing and clowning if somebody loses their life. You know what I'm saying? That's just a part of drill rap as we see it. I think he got hit, but he lived. I don't know, man. It looks like he's walking around pretty fine. Pause, you know what I'm saying? It looks like he's walking around all right, man. I don't see any situation where it feels like that he got hit, because I don't think they would have released him from the hospital that quick. Now, with that being said, he did release this video afterwards, man. He released it afterwards. We don't know if he filmed this video before, if he waited. You know what I'm saying? This could have been something that he had already saved. There's so many different tricks you could play with social media. So until I see him walking around, then I can safely say that, maybe he didn't get hit. But based on this reaction in this video that he put out, it looks like Q50 is okay.
I done child up so many times. I know doing nothing. I make it hard for around. I make it hard for niggas to make money around here. I ain't nothing. Kid front your mama. I ain't lying.
Now with the St. Louis hat on, he's trolling. He's definitely trolling, man. By putting on the STL hat, he's saying, like, hopefully he ain't trying to rub it in nobody's face, because, I've seen that come back to haunt people, but he's definitely trolling by throwing on the STL hat. Letting you know that, yes, I've been watching all this play out. Yes, I heard all the rumors and everything that everybody said. But no, I wasn't killed, and yes, I'm all right, man. That's how I took this, you know what I'm saying? Because video could have been old, though. Yeah, that's a possibility. The video definitely could have been old. We've seen people play that game a million times on social media, put up old videos and things of that nature. But the fact that he got the STL hat on in there just lets you know that this is some marketing, and this is probably planned, bro. Like, you never know. Like, everybody is so slick with their marketing and stuff to do these days. He could have planned this whole thing out, and this could have been a whole strategy to get people to get his name popping in the algorithm. Have people looking up Q50 or whatever, man. You know what I mean? So, yeah, you never know. Let's actually look at this video, man. The one that sparked all the controversy and had everybody talking about this anyway. Because, I don't know, it seems like none of this, in no way, shape, or form of this, has Q50 taken an L. And that's the prime way to market a rapper. You want to put them in a situation where they only can win from it. And by him going on social media and being able to gloat and say, hey, man, y'all missed me, or y'all didn't get me, you know what I'm saying? It's more promotion for him in that aspect. That makes sense. And I'm pretty sure y'all picking up what I'm dropping. Like, this could have all been orchestrated ahead of time. And, man, they fooled us. And sometimes they're going to get you. You know what I mean? Now, this is the post, or this guy who posted this video. You know what I mean? He actually put this out, and then this is what went viral and had everybody talking about this whole situation, right? So let's look at this. Hold up. Wrong way. Boom.
Tell their ass check on Q50, man. They didn't park this shit down there. But Lou is not sweet, gang. Black truck on flats.
All right. so you see the picture right there. That's the same picture outside of the hospital or whatnot. And that's Q50 in them, you know what I mean? I mean, excuse me, that's allegedly was supposed to be Q50 in them getting shot up. I'm having a hard time believing anything now, you know what I mean? And that's how you should be, man. When it comes to social media and it comes to a lot of this stuff, most of it is marketing and promotions. So I'm pretty sure that they probably marketed this or promoted this or used this as a way to promote Q50. So that way you guys could be talking about his name. Because if that was the desired effect, it worked. Because I am definitely been talking about his name since this situation took place. He was going up in the algorithm, and a lot of people were talking Q50's name. All right? Now, I don't know. Let's get back to, my bad, y'all. I had to send something real quick. But when it comes to situations like this, maybe that's just a learning lesson about jumping to the first thing that you see on social media. Because think of how some of his ops are going to feel, man. Like this cat right here, when he says, can't come to the loo like sweet. You know what I mean? Now he has a situation where Q50 and them cats, they probably, man, I mean, if they didn't have beef with him before, they got beef with him now. And St. Louis ain't a joke. Don't get me tripping, man, because St. Louis is not for the weak, man. It's not no safe city to be playing around with. I'm not saying that at all. But why invite extra beef when you don't have to? Somebody said video could. Oh, okay, I read that one. Yeah, I don't know, man. If you ask me, I just got to tip my hat to Q50 and his marketing team or whoever on his social media, because they did a really good job of getting everybody to bite on this story and then benefiting on it at the end, which is cool, man. And nobody lost their life in this situation. So a win is a win. I can't be mad at them for that. For real. And one day we going to learn, man, that most of the stuff you see on social media is fake. Most of the stories that you see, a lot of the videos, a lot of things have been set up, propped up, or skits that are running. Most of it's fake. And it looks like this situation is one of the same, man. It's just fake. Crazy, man. Now, I'm going to be real. When I first seen that post, they had me for a second. I ain't going to lie. You know what I mean?
And make them niggas listen. Smoke him.
Damn, my bad. They put some music on there. But yeah, when I first seen this post, they had me.
50, man, they didn't park this shit down there. The Lou is not sweet, gang. Black truck on flats.
All right. So you see there, man. All right, let me get in the chat a little bit. Most definitely ain't no joke. I'm from here and live here, and man, yeah, I see y'all crime stats, man. When it comes to St. Louis, it goes crazy. When it comes to St. Louis, it goes crazy, man. Like St. Louis ain't no joke for nobody. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I just think that Q50, now that we know that he's okay, I just think they just ran this out. They used this as some publicity and some marketing, man. Played all the blogs to make sure that they posted the story. Once it went out there, now boom, everybody was talking about him. He pops out with this video right here saying that he's all right.
Feeling right now. I'm hurt. Bullets hurt. My wounds hurt. I don't even know why I'm doing all this. Y'all.
And he's doing a little bit of trolling. Hardly do you ever see Bloodhound Q50 show any type of personality, you know what I mean? So it's wild to see him actually do a little bit of trolling here by saying, yo, everything hurt, my bones hurt, whatever. Because he's basically just clapping back at the people who are saying that something happened to him when he knows it didn't, you know what I mean? When he knows that he's all right, when he knows that, nothing took place, man. Now, the dude who put out the original video, I want to know what's up with him. Like, does he work for Q50 and them? If so, I ain't mad at you, bro. Great marketing, great planning. You know what I'm saying? Not a bad look. You know what I mean? All right.
Now your bitch ass going to heaven.
You cool. Your ass ain't did shit at all.
Yo, I had to play this, man, because as soon as I hear Q50's name, I always think of this clip right here, bro, where he's talking about, basically flashing out on somebody in the chat or somebody he was beefing with or whatnot, and he's talking about, bro, you ain't do nothing. You going to heaven.
I ain't got shit to worry about. Your bitch ass going to heaven. You.
Yo, so many people did reaction videos to that. It's hilarious. I ain't never heard in my life somebody make a bad out of going to heaven. He said, you ain't never did nothing in your life. You going to heaven, bruh. I ain't never seen that, bro. Funny, man.
Cool. Your ass ain't did shit at all. Your ass a saint. Lame ass nigga. Old, lame, goofy ass nigga. Stay out of this. That's all I'm gonna let a motherfucker know.
Crazy, man. Crazy, man. All right, man. Enough of the tomfoolery, man. I'm going to have some of my super friends and some guys come up here, and we're going to break down some of these topics, man. So let's get to it, man. I want to hear other opinions besides my own. You get my whole videos for my opinions. I like the opinions of others. So let me go ahead and invite the first person up. Mr. Dazzy Kane, what's up?
Hey, man. Hey, man.
What's up? What up, man? What up, man? So, Dazzy Kane, man, what do you know about this whole Bloodhound Q50 situation?
I ain't gonna lie. I've been looking into the Q50 shit. I don't think Q50 got shot.
I don't think so either. Facts. Like, I don't think so either, man.
Maybe the niggas he was with, black trucks be looking the same. It could have been one or two options. Either they shot the black truck up, he was never in it, or he was unscathed, and there was 5 people in there, or they shot a car that looked like the black truck he was in. Cause they was made it seem like them niggas was gangsters. Like they booked the show, had him at the show, popped the nigga.
Yeah.
And he jumped live 2 days later, like, nigga, I'm unscathed. I've never
Yo, that's a win, bruh. That is a win. Now, what do you think about the people thinking that maybe this could be some marketing or something like that? You know what I mean?
No, there ain't no marketing for it. People really got their ass shot.
Now, I didn't see any real news report about that, but I saw plenty of blogs reporting it. Now, when it comes to St. Louis, you look up St. Louis shootings, you're going to see a lot of shootings, you know what I mean? But 4 people really got shot in this situation. It's crazy, right? Oh, Dazzy, we lost you, bro. We lost you, man. But like we were saying, man, when it comes to situations like this, you hate to see somebody. Ooh, let me bring Dazzy back up. Go ahead, Dazzy.
Oh, yeah, my fault. That shit kicked me. What was I saying?
You said you were talking about how people had really had really got shot in this situation.
Somebody had to really get shot. But it's like, damn, obviously he didn't get shot, but that nigga got publicity off of that. It could have been a marketing stunt. It could have been an old video. I don't see that nigga doing no shit like that, though. Maybe
Now,
for like Lil Wick and them, the niggas that's from St. Louis, them niggas got a gang of PR off of that shit.
Yeah, they did. Whoever Lil Wick is, he ended up playing his cards right because people started looking up, like you saw people looking up basically were they ops, who is he beefing with, what gang he belonged to, and all that. You know what I'm saying? So it's a wild way to get some marketing, but it's a strategy, right?
I mean, but it's all Traveler Ross is doing. Traveler Ross, the one that made the quick documentary, just said that they did it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You talking about which one? You talking about the Bloodhound Jeff documentary, or you talking about the Q50?
No, they just made a documentary about Q50 supposedly getting shot.
Oh, for
And
real?
they put CTS Lil Wick on there and the other dude that was claiming it. There's 2 people that's claiming it from 2 different hoods. The white boy Wick and it's a black dude that got ran off with. He didn't rob Wick. He robbed the black dude for $60,000. That's why he was like, yeah, that $60,000 Ben got spent.
So that's where the 60,000. I'm gonna keep it real. I did not watch the Trap Lord Ross documentary on this. So that's where the 60,000. Okay, so that's where the 60,000 for keeps coming into play.
No, they've been saying this since the top of December. Like, I already just ran off with $60K niggas from St. Louis. So this has been in play.
Okay, dang. That's crazy, man. So what else? Like, go ahead, Dazzy Kane. So what else played out in the documentary that you see is basically played out in social media as well.
It just they got the one dude they got around for the 60,000. He holding the Draco. They trying to say, oh, he got a 7.62, but he got a mask on. But he posted on his Instagram. He trying to say he did it, and then also the nigga Lil Wick and them. Yeah. But they ops from Chicago. The niggas from 9-5 mob. Them
Ah,
niggas was saying that them niggas did it too. He tagged everybody from CTS, all the valet park boys. You gotta watch that shit. They was talking about that
yeah.
shit on there.
You caught me. You got me this time, guys. You can, because usually, man, yo, you on point, man. You on point today. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, they had the 9-5 Trey Bob niggas, 9-5 Bob, whatever them niggas is. The Q50 be saying fuck 9-5, they ducking that shit. Them niggas. They tag everybody from St. Louis today. They so much y'all did exactly what y'all told me y'all was gonna do, bro. No, you
That's
not.
crazy. Now, what about when he says A Trey? You know, I get confused. I'm like, when you hear A Trey, I know it's Chicago, but what A Trey were they talking about in the documentary?
No, it's 9-5.
Okay, 9-5. Okay,
Them
okay,
niggas is from Chicago.
okay. Because he
You know,
says,
I beef with the fakes, they 9-5 too, but it's 9-5 Chicago. Mob.
ah,
I think some shit like that. That beef with Bloodhound.
okay. Because in this video, I'm a bring this back up.
I'm dead. It's like, the way I'm feeling right now. I ain't gonna, I know for a fact there's one, like, Trap City, Risky Road, H395.
Okay, I hear you. A Trey 9-5. So maybe
Oh,
that.
that's why I was. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. But them
Okay,
is
so
streets in Chicago. You know, them niggas
okay.
be having 1, 2 streets in Chicago, like they blocks. That's why they not hoods, they blocks in Chicago. Cause
Ah,
nigga have 9-5 only, 9-5 through 9-7 type shit. And them be they block.
as opposed to yeah. So
Like
yeah.
him, he from MTV 079 Q50.
Okay.
They part of Bloodhounds. You know, Bloodhounds is not just one gang.
Yeah, I
Bloodhounds is
thought,
Drill City, MTV, and like 400 East. There's some
and
niggas
they
that's, you know,
they had an alliance with Trap City at one point, but they fell out behind a
but
chain
Trap
or something.
City was never Bloodhound.
Okay.
That shit was all like Line World, or I forgot what it's called, Line Block, Line something. They was all one
Chris
hood.
World, right? It was Chris World, right?
No, it was something with Line with an
Okay,
L.
line.
But they was all one hood. Drill City and Trap City split, but they was still together, but they became separate hoods.
Ah,
And
interesting.
then yeah, they start beefing over that jury.
Yeah, that's when they fell out. Yeah, Terrell told me that whole story too, man. Let me bring in OTMZ so he can add some perspective as well.
Uh,
OTMZ, what up?
Yo, what's the word, brother?
Not much, man. So we talking about this Bloodhound Q50 situation, and I'm slipping today because what Dazzy Kane told me was Trap Lord Ross dropped a documentary that talked about the whole situation in St. Louis, the 60K. OTMZ, what do you know?
Yeah, I watched that documentary. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I don't really like Trap Lil Raw. Like, what he doing to me is snitching. But it's like, damn, when a nigga drop, you gotta watch that hoe. You know what I'm saying? Cause I ain't gonna lie. He giving you the info, bro. And for a nigga that's gonna come on here and talk about it, I gotta know.
Yep.
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
like Trap Lord,
Trap
he
Lil
be
Ross gonna get
he
you
be
right,
on
bro.
them Reddits.
He gonna get you right. But nah, I don't, bro. This situation is kind of weird, bro. Cause I don't know if. I mean, they saying his whip got shot up. That's why everybody was thinking he was dead. But I don't know if he got hit and he just lived, or if he wasn't even in the car. Cause sometimes nigga might not even be in the car, bro. Like, especially when you somebody like Q50, you got somebody that go to the stove for you. Like, hey, bro, run to the stove for me real quick. Grab me
Exactly.
some
That's what I was
wood.
just saying.
You know what I'm saying? Grab me some wood, something to drink. We'll out the bell. And so they could have been one of the stove runners that was just so happened in the car, and the car got sprayed up.
What that
You
nigga
know,
Meek say? Seen Paulie car, he dropped 30 in his Beamer.
Beamer.
Paulie had it anyway and heard that he was steaming.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, facts. So that type of stuff going on, bro. So I don't know what really happened. One thing I do know is Q50 running with the narrative though, and that's what you're supposed to do on the internet. If
But
they make
Q50
a
run with every
narrative,
narrative. He run with the
if
change statures.
facts,
That motherfucker, he wasn't even statue to change at first. If you pay attention, it was Lil Jeff.
it was Lil Jeff. Yeah, it was Lil
Everything
Jeff.
Lil Jeff did, Q50 evolved too, but I understand that. 'Cause
Yeah,
that's how it was with my nigga Rich. When Rich died, I became what Rich was, a hunter. So exactly.
that's how it
So
got to be. Somebody got to step up for the void.
yeah, for
You know,
sure.
That- That's
Nobody
somebody got
talk
to
crazy.
about
step
my
up for
buzz
the
ball. I
void.
know it's early.
So what y'all think about this video where he's kind of trolling his ops and people who thought they got him? Now we're trying to figure out, do you think he might have got hit and just playing it off, or do you think that, I mean, he seems like he got out of
It could
hospital
come
too
out
quick.
later that he got hit.
Yeah,
Later, a year or two from now, but right now niggas don't know. It's probably under wraps. But the bitch did say he got shot.
right. But
One of his little bitches said he got shot.
my thing is, if he got hit, he gonna have some type of bandage on him or something. Or if he got hit in the stomach or something, he ain't gonna be out that fast.
But
Nah,
he could have got
not
hit
in the
in the leg.
stomach.
He could have got hit in the leg.
Yeah. Because in the stomach, they gotta bag you usually, right? And they have to, man, it's
Yeah,
a lot.
they gotta go in there and get that. They don't have
That's
to
crazy.
touch you up and go in there and get that. So I don't know, man.
He's
Like I said,
smiling
it's
too. He's smiling so much, it seemed like he ain't get hit, bro. You know what I mean?
right. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm thinking he just running with the narrative. What you supposed to do on the internet?
That's facts.
You on the
Because
net, somebody spin a narrative about you and it's not true, but it's getting attention, it's getting clout, nigga. I'ma run with it. As long as it ain't nothing about gay or something about touching kids, as long
yeah,
as it's not them two narratives, I'm running with it.
facts. Yeah, some stuff you got to put a stop to, but other
Yeah,
stuff, man, you can
immediately.
let rock. And it
Some stuff
seemed,
you gotta immediately put a stop to it.
yeah, and it seemed like in this one, he letting it rock, man. He let
Yeah.
it rock all day, because all day everybody was his name was trending on Twitter, name was trending everywhere on all social media, TikTok and stuff. And then he waited to the end of the day and put out this video. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
Sounds like he played his cards
Yeah,
right,
nice.
man. That was smart
Yeah.
marketing.
I came back, was looking on. I was thinking, I'm like, hold on, is this somebody posting on his page? Then I went and looked at the story. I went and clicked and looked on the story, and I had seen. Nah, I'm like, nah, this him. Yo, yeah, he playing.
Yeah.
I like, yeah, he playing.
Hey, I ain't mad at it, man, because the blog's gonna benefit off you if something bad happen. So ain't nothing wrong if you benefit off of it when it's a fake out. You know what I mean? Or when something doesn't happen and people think it does. You know what I mean?
Right.
Now, did you see all his ops and stuff dissing? What did you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, I knew that was gonna happen. I knew that was gonna happen because of the time era that we living in, bro. They couldn't even wait. Like that. Why before I even speak come to the internet, bro, I make sure it's confirmed first because we living in. At first, they used to say, believe half of what you see and nothing of what you hear. We living in a different time now. You can't believe nothing you see and you can't believe nothing you hear. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? Because AI going crazy, and we all know rumors been spreading around. So I'm probably be the last person to come speak on a situation just because I want to make sure it's confirmed.
Yeah, that's a big part of it. You just got to play the middle, man, especially if you're going to drop a blog or something. Because I did, and I went and I dug, looked for news stories, did all that, and you just got to play the middle because you never know if it's real or you never know if it's a skit. And there's a lot of skitting going on these days. I'm going to keep it funky, man. Like most of the things that you see that even go viral that we never even address, you go and you do some digging, you go to find out, man, it was fake. You know what I mean? There's just too much is fake.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. You can't believe nothing you even see no more today.
Yeah, a lot of this stuff, and who knows? This whole story could have been orchestrated by his team. They could have put this story out. You know what I'm
I
saying?
ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I'm the type of nigga to where I don't believe it until I see TMZ posted. That's when I
Hey,
believe it.
well, they have a staff of lawyers, man, because they want to prevent from getting sued. So
Dude, right.
that's not a bad look. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's actually pretty smart because usually, number one, they'll go back and confirm it if it was wrong. You know what I mean? Then number two, they'll go ahead and my bad. Let me get Dazzy Kent back in here.
Right. They gonna cover their bases.
Yeah, they're gonna cover their bases, man. You know what I'm saying? TMZ, they be on it. They be on it. But we like Dazzy, you breaking up again, brother. But we like that straight from the street type of journalism,
Yeah.
man. That's what really
Right.
moved the needle in this. You know what I mean?
Facts. They want to hear all the niggas talk about it. But that's why I say, and for TMZ, for them to have to confirm it, boy, they get that information fast.
Yeah, they get it. Well, they pay. You know, they pay. My homeboy, man, he had a story, and I ain't gonna put him out there, but he had a story. Well, they had a story, and they reached out to him and let him know if he went on record, they would pay him. You know what I'm saying? They would pay him for the story. You know, because you know he had the real insight on the story, and he declined because he didn't want his personal life out there and stuff. But
Right. We talking about a real check. Oh, I know that was hard for him to turn down that check.
Nah, he gets paper, but he was all right.
I know, but Dad just free money just to talk.
That's true. Good point. Good point.
But I feel him though. Everybody don't want all their personal business on the internet, man.
Yeah. Especially you already getting it. You a 6 foot. You he good, man. He's like,
yeah,
good,
you already
good.
got enough. Like that's why I be trying to tell people, bro. And that's why I had to leave the last situation I was in, bro, because you're not finna make my image a certain way on this internet, bro. Because once you put something on this internet, you can't take it off.
Yeah.
It's on here forever, and you ain't finna have me on here looking like a goofy for your benefit, bro. Nah, that's not how I'm going. It's not gonna operate like that, bro.
Yeah, that's out. Nah, you 100% facts on that, man. Because you know, people, man, they run with the story, and you know, what is the old phrase? If it bleeds, it leads. So if they can find something close to them that's gonna make things pop, they gonna roll with it, man. It's just too easy. Plus, they have the insides on the story, you know? Somebody said in the comments he was on the plane. That's why he didn't reply. Maybe. I mean, it looks like...
On the plane to where?
Yeah.
Because if it's to Chicago, nigga, that's a 20-minute plane ride.
Facts.
That ain't nothing but a 20-minute plane ride. I think St. Louis is only like an hour away from Chicago, driving.
Yeah, it's not far at all. It's not. They're all in the combined space of the Midwest.
And when I figured that out, that stuff was crazy to me, bro. Because I'm like, dang, y'all in a whole separate state. Y'all like 2 states away. They states is so small though.
Yeah.
Texas, bro. It take us me because I'm from Austin, so I'm smack in the middle of Texas. It's 4 hours at least either way I go. Yeah. I go north to Dallas to try to hit Oklahoma. That's 4 hours just to get out of Texas. I go east to head to Louisiana. That's 4 hours just to get out of Texas. I go west to head to New Mexico. That's about 5-6 hours to get out of Texas.
Yeah.
Going try to get through El Paso. I head south, try to get to Mexico. That's about another 5 hours going through the valley and shit. So everywhere I go, bro, it take me at least 4 to 5 hours to get out of Texas. So I couldn't believe Chicago was only an hour away from St. Louis. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, that throws me too. It's like that in the East Coast too. Like you hear about New York, New Jersey, Philadelphia. All that stuff is like in an hour and a half of each other. It's like close. You know what I'm saying?
I wish we had something like that. But like I said, if it's like that, you already on the border. You already on the border of Texas. But if you live anywhere in the inside of Texas, not on the border, it's a drive, bro.
Yeah.
It's a ride. Most of your ride is getting out of Texas.
That ride to get out of Texas is hours. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to go. Bro. I hate in Texas anything outside of that triangle, that San Antonio, Austin, Dallas, Houston triangle. Anything outside of there, you playing around. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Luckily, San Antonio right down the street from me, bro. San Antonio about an hour. I could just hit San Antonio, come right back.
Yeah, that's an easy ride for Austin.
That's an easy ride.
But for the rest of the cities, you know, they're spaced out, man. Texas
it's spaced out, bro. It's
huge.
Too big.
That's for real. Somebody in the chat said he in Florida right now. Why do you think he went outside by the pool? It did look a little Florida. It did. Hold up. I'm going to rewind the video and let's see. Hold up. I'm going to play it one more time.
I'm hurt. Bullets hurt. My wounds hurt. I don't even know why I'm doing all this shit. Y'all got me. I'm dead. It's live old. The way I'm feeling, I ain't I know for a fact.
I don't know. It looked like he was something a little tropical, right?
Yeah, fact. Okay. That makes sense if he's in Florida then, yeah. That's a long plane ride.
There's one, like, Shop City, Rescue Road, 895. I know for a fact, y'all was hoping that true, because I y'all up so many times. I know doing nothing. I made it hard for him.
Yeah, you can definitely tell. You can definitely tell he like an Airbnb.
Yeah. It looks like it, right? Like an
Yeah.
Airbnb in Florida. What you think, Dazzy Kane?
What was the question? I didn't hear the
Okay.
topic.
So somebody in the chat was saying that basically, he's in Florida. He took a flight to Florida. That's why it took him so long to respond. You know what I mean? And we looked at the video again, and it looks like in the background he is somewhere tropical. You know what I mean?
He probably is in Florida.
He probably took a flight immediately, right?
I would.
Oh,
If I've been in other nigga city, like if I'm in Atlanta,
Oh, I'm thinking about Indy. My fault.
well,
They say
maybe
St.
not.
Louis. I'm
Maybe
thinking about
not
Indiana
instantly, but we don't know what happened.
or Indianapolis.
I'm starting to really believe he wasn't even there. But they did have a video of him doing the show.
Yeah, I think maybe he wasn't there. You know what I mean? This could all be marketing on his team just to get his name popping in that algorithm. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this sounds like a hoax.
Right.
Don't let it be a hoax, Q50 on BH.
Well, cats do that all the time, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah. In the chat, they saying St. Louis like 4 hours away. I was thinking about
4 hours
Indianapolis,
away from where?
Naptown.
Chicago?
Yeah, from Chicago. I was thinking about Naptown. Naptown is the one that's close to Chicago like that.
yeah, in Indianapolis or Gary. Gary's very close. Maybe you
Yeah.
think of Gary. Gary's really
Yeah.
close. You know what I mean?
Right.
They have their own
Yeah,
little triangle, but
Gary is like right there. I remember I was in Chicago and we had to go to Gary to get White Castle. That shit wasn't even far.
yeah, because Indiana's like right in their backyard. So they
Yeah.
got like a little triangle too between.
That shit like 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. I was thinking about Indiana.
Yep, yep. Yep. So from Indianapolis, St. Louis, Chicago, they got a little triangle. It's about 4 hours. It looks like, man. So yeah, he probably did
Like I
take
said,
it.
that still ain't far, nigga. You drive 4 hours where I'm from, nigga. You still in Texas.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, they
You
said that
still
nigga
in
had a
Texas,
St.
nigga.
Louis cap on.
Hey,
Yeah,
shit, you the same way too, bro. Shit, California, a motherfucker too. That whole take a long time to drive. Well, it depends if you driving up. Like if you driving north to south through California, it'll take you a while to get through that bitch.
I mean, but anywhere you trying to go is north and south in California. Like going east, you just running into desert, shit like Ridgecrest, nothing but crystal meth towns just to the everything in California is located situated along the water.
Okay.
Anything in that other little crevice is crystal meth town.
yeah. Well, what
Hey,
about like Sam? He's talking about anything on the other side of the pass, west of the Cajon Pass. You got like San Bernardino, Riverside, and all that. You know what I'm saying? So all that is where the weather starts to increase and it starts to get like deserty and stuff like that. Where on the other side is why LA has perfect weather all year long. They're like trapped in this 75-degree zone, dog. It's like 75 every day. Imagine that, dog. It's like
right. I ain't
75.
gonna lie, bro. I went to LA one time at the I just guess it was just my luck because I was thinking the same thing. Nigga, it's gonna be about 75, 80 degrees out there. I went one time in like December. Boy, I just caught a bad day. I was out there in t-shirt and shorts, boy. It's about 60 something degrees,
No,
56
LA is
something
not.
degrees.
LA, this is how our weather works, bro. It goes from the lowest is 50 degrees in the winter. It's never gonna snow, but it can get up to 100 in the summer. But nine times out of 10 is about 80 to 90 degrees most of the year.
That's what I'm saying. I just caught a bad day, boy. I went out
Yeah.
there about 50 something degrees. I ain't had nothing but a t-shirt and some shorts on, boy.
You went to the winter in the wintertime?
Yeah, I went during the wintertime.
Like right now it's 78 in Los Angeles.
Yeah, it's that.
Yeah,
That's where the
that's
average is 75. It's like that's where it averages. So that's a good average, bro.
And
That's
it's sunny
crazy.
every day.
Yeah. That's amazing, man.
That's
Man,
crazy. Cause Texas, I swear to God, out here in Texas during the summertime, you'll get
whew,
lucky. You'll get lucky if you catch 80 something.
bruh,
You'll be
bruh.
blessed because the lowest is gonna be is about 92, 93.
Yeah, everybody going to the pool when it's 85. You know what I'm saying?
I
Everybody.
understand. I understand. I'm in Texas. I understand. It's hot as fuck right now.
You be moving through Texas, you be fucking with it.
Nigga, I am Texas. That's my name.
You say you what?
My name is Texas for body others, nigga.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, he did a whole interview with me where he
BG.
explained it. He explained like how he would go. He would move back and forth from the Dallas area to Watts, man. He'll be in a,
Okay.
being well. I'll let him. You can explain your story, Dazzy Can, if you want, man. It's a pretty good story, man.
I don't want to explain the whole
Yeah,
story.
yeah. I'm gonna just go back and
Check
watch
out our
it.
interview.
Yeah. I'm gonna
check
check
out
it
our
out.
interview.
I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, nigga, I'm a Cali, Texas type of nigga.
That's what I
I'm a
do with
California
anybody. I
nigga,
jump up here
but I
and
got
do the
Texas in my heart.
facts. And shit, well, shit, we rocking with you. But yeah, that's what I do when I like I watch some of the shit you and OG Pulled Up did. That's what I do when I'm gonna be jumping up here on these lives with people so I can like know how they think and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So I'm gonna
OG
definitely
Poed Up
go
interview is
back and watch
wild,
them,
man.
bro.
It's a
Yeah,
wild one.
yeah, that boy OG Pulled Up crazy, man.
Yeah,
He has an interview.
yeah, he explained his old, his methodology and believing in the black arts and stuff like that. He's an interesting character.
I gotta watch this. See, I knew last night I was gonna look this nigga up. I didn't know he had an interview.
Yeah, it's on my page, man. He's got the black hoodie on. He's like talks about how he'd be here today, but he's doing like seances or something like that. I don't know. Like some he believes in a lot of that stuff, man. But
Is he like a 5%er or something?
no, he's like dark magic type stuff like that. Like
Oh, some great. Oh yeah, you talking about arguing OG Poto? Don't leave him alone.
yeah.
Black magic.
Yeah, that's that nigga.
Yo,
I'm a nigga. I believe in magic.
yeah, I mean, I got my limitations on it. I do believe that, man. Some of that stuff I like to stay away from. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Right.
but that shit really work, nigga. Nigga do some shit to you at your ass. You ain't seen the movie Weapons?
Nah, I haven't seen it. Man, my sister went and seen it. She told me that it was all right. It wasn't what they hyped it up to be, but I heard it's doing good in the box
But the
office.
premise of it is the story of the Pied Piper. All the kids left, and they got the it's a witch.
Okay,
It's some shit with some magic shit.
okay.
You
Now
should
that's
watch it. It's like the witch trying to suck the life force out of the kids. Like first she had two grown people, that didn't work, so she stole a whole bunch of kids.
God
And she was
dang,
basically the whole movie, she trying to cover it up.
dang.
Like I believe in that type of stuff too in voodoo, but I'm like Witty. I'd rather stay away from it. I'd rather not even play with it. Like
Yeah, I don't engage, man. I
No,
don't
they don't
engage.
tell you when you see the premise of the movie that it's a witch. You think it's just a kidnapping story or something like that. As soon as you turn on, you watch it, I start looking, I'm like, oh, this the Pied Piper.
Yeah, I seen the previews, man. I seen the previews when I went to watch the Fantastic Four. I seen the previews. The kids just walking out the house, and everybody's like, "What in the world happened?" And the family walked out the house. But now I get it. You know what I'm saying? Now I get it. But all right, man. So, man, I want to close it in. I want to bring it into this Bloodhound Q50 topic. He did a great job marketing himself and using this as a marketing tool on folks. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Yeah, he's for sure top. He's top trending name right now.
Right
Yeah.
now he gotta drop something. He gotta drop a banger right now.
Yeah, time to drop a
He
song.
ain't dropping no banger. Niggas
He got to. He better lock himself in that studio for hours till he come up with something.
When he got to hold up before we close this one out, when he got into his battle with Billionaire Black, who do y'all think won that, man? I think Billionaire Black cleaned him up.
You talking about music wise?
Yeah, music wise.
Definitely billionaire.
I ain't gonna lie. I only listen to Screwly parts.
Yeah, Screwly G's parts on the
That nigga
disc. Yeah,
said Billy and Swag. I come start the shit out of Billy.
yeah,
Swag your
yeah.
ass a bitch. You the type of nigga go do a party with Diddy. I didn't even listen to Q50 part because
Yeah,
you know they BH. I'm BH, so I fucks with the BH. So pain.
yeah. I get you. Nah,
But that's but so I ain't gonna lie. I'm going team Bloodhound.
okay. I had to go. I had to be the tiebreaker because I'm gonna have to say Billy
Nah,
cleaned him up.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Screwly definitely got off on that hoe though.
Screwly was the one talking shit. They
Yeah,
get
yeah.
Screwly.
Screwly
Screwly
was the one that
saved
popped
because
off on it.
Q50 was just But when Screwly jumped on that, I don't know why Screwly ain't dropping. Screwly was hot last year.
I don't know what's up with
What
that.
happened to Screwly? Didn't he get locked up or something?
I
I'm about
just
to go
they
do some
just had a
research.
video of him sleep on the highway running from the police.
Yeah. I think that's what happened. I think he on a run or something like that.
Screwly G is on the run. Now
Yeah, it
I
was something
remember.
like that that kept him from dropping. I can't remember. I'm gonna have to go back and do my research on it to make sure I got it right.
All right, next topic. My nigga Snow Gun.
Yeah, I was gonna say this. I don't know. I don't know how the bloodhounds. Or excuse me. I don't know how the bounty hunters get along with IFG, man. But I know you gonna know this topic, Dazzy Kane. So just to preface everything, man. So Inglewood rap star Frosty the Snowman is going viral after a game store in Oxnard, California, accused them of allegedly jacking their Pokemon cards. So he's here with this chick, and they're actually on video being seen taking the Pokemon cards allegedly. So let's check this out, man.
This nigga Snow never changes, bro. Oh, this Snow is 2025, bro. What are you doing?
So he in the league.
Bro, that's not the lick. He grabbed the wrong cards, nigga.
Nigga, them, I'm gonna break it down.
He went back in again.
No, let me break Snow down after this,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna go after you.
They saying he took that money and went and got a fine steak dinner. So these were some of the posts that he made on social media. Said nobody, I guess they reached out to him and they said this. They said, "We're not taking anything down without our stuff returned. It's not our fault you stole high-end items and sold them for cheap. Stop stealing cameras everywhere." I'm sorry, man. I gotta give the store owners, because what makes you think there ain't cameras pointed right at you when you at a
Yeah.
desktop at a store? You know what I'm saying? Now
Bro, this is Snow. He has been klepto, bro.
for real, has he been the last
Bro,
thing
I
I
swear to God, this is on my daughter. This is a true story.
go ahead, take it.
2017, fresh off of Lost in the Box, and we go make a song with Snow, right? Man, we ain't got no backwards, right? So me and Oach, Eastside Oach, we go to the store with Snow. We walk to the store from Big Boo Studio, right? This nigga Snow is burnt out. I now understand why Almighty used to be laughing when he be looking at that nigga. We go in the store, right? Me and Oaks, we got money, right?
Yep.
So we already gotta pay for shit. So we get in the woods as we telling the nigga like, hey bro, let us buy these woods right here. This nigga Snow steals the whole box of woods from behind the nigga back.
What?
Then he couldn't help it. I'm like, Snow, we already bought woods, bro. He like, wow, I'm blessed. We needed more woods, bro, for the studio, bro. And went back to the studio. And that's
What?
when I knew. I said, this nigga Snow be stealing. You gotta think about it. They've been saying Snow stealing with the Almighty situation. There's always a steak dinner and something stolen.
Yeah, true. That is true. That's true. That is true with the almighty situation with the chain, the
That's why when
sleep.
they put the steak, I'm like, bro, they trolling my nigga Snow, bro. They
Yeah.
got bro fucked up, bro. They got
Now,
Yeah,
Snow.
yeah. See, I ain't know all that. All I knew was, see, to the average nigga like us, bro, we not gonna know them Pokemon cards really worth a lot of money. I seen it
No, I
on
know
the,
all about Pokemon cards.
yeah. That one finna say he hit a
That
lick.
he
'Cause
stole some fossil packs allegedly. This is what they said. If he really stole some fossil packs that came out in '99, them packs is 250 each, 230. But
damn.
you can open them,
ain't selling card for card.
but you're not gonna get nothing but one card out of 10 packs. You might get one Charizard out of 10 packs.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
You might get two, three
And
cards,
that's the one that's gonna hit though. That
but
Charizard.
then you got to get it graded.
Yeah,
See,
yeah. That's a bunch
if
of
if,
yeah.
if if he was smart, I would have got the packs graded.
Mm,
You can get a whole pack
yeah.
graded?
You can get a whole box of packs graded.
Yeah,
That's the
Wow.
ones that be
you can find somebody
100,000.
that know all that shit, bro. That know
Yeah.
what a
Yeah,
pack look
the
like.
saddle list box is 100,000 with the just it's a box. I think it's from Wizards of the Coast. I really know about Pokemon cards. You
Okay,
know,
nah, nah, you because I got comic
Them
books
hoes
that are
money.
graded, but I didn't know. So it's like it's on the 10-point
that's
scale
why the
too.
nigga like it's not our fault you took our stuff and sold it for cheap because
Right.
you could buy a pack for 250, get it graded, and if it's a 10, just the packaging, there could be nothing in it and sell
Okay.
it for 1,000. Or you could find a Charizard in that motherfucker or whatever chase card comes in that set. I forgot what comes in the foster set, but it's a chase card. If you find that, get that graded. But you might find an 8. That costs $50 to get the card graded. You got to send it off and come back 2 months later.
Yep. Okay.
It's a whole process to Pokemon card.
Right.
It sounds similar
Crazy
to
amount
comic
of money.
books. It sounds similar to comic books. You got to send them off to get graded. They come back with a
PSA,
9 point something or whatever.
Yeah.
You
It's
know what I mean?
another one. It's PSA. It's damn, I forgot.
Interesting. So
But
those
yeah.
cards that he stole were worth way more than just that steak dinner and stuff, right?
Allegedly stole.
Allegedly stole. My bad.
Yeah,
My bad.
is. I mean, we ain't got to do the allegedly now. We see it on the camera.
Facts. That's a good point.
No, but
Usually,
they trying to say Frosty got a
usually,
warrant, so we do got to do the alleged.
yeah. I see your point. As a street dude, you're saying you want to
You
cover
know, I
his
really was
tracks.
in jail with Frosty. We should be visiting. I really know this nigga, but
Yeah.
The
like this
first,
nigga from IF. I'm from Bunyan. I know Frosty. Blood is fucking hilarious. Burnt out.
the
Frosty
first,
got $1 million. He's stealing some shoes.
you said if he got $1 million, he's stealing some shoes.
He don't give a fuck, bro. I think the homie a klepto, bro. I ain't seen Frosty since. Well, I seen him a couple like at a show, probably like 8 months ago. But I hadn't seen Frosty in 5 years since the county, and they always still got Frosty stealing. They always say he's stealing. That should be funny.
That's crazy.
The homie got to be a klepto, fool. Oh
They
God,
got
this
to.
shit got to.
Because that's why him and Almighty's ain't him and Almighty suspect. They fell out about some stealing too, or something like
Yeah,
that.
over the steak dinner when they said Snow ran off and a suspect did some scary shit and tried to stay and pay.
Like, now, his reply to the store owner was this. He said, nobody stole anything. If you're going to do police stuff, I'll just get a lawyer. I told you I can get you stuff, but you trying to tax me because you're mad. Let's talk, work this out. Like, man, I
See,
think,
he have no idea about Pokemon cards. He
so,
like 5,000 in Pokemon. Shit,
so he sold
allegedly
those
I
for
got
the,
1,100.
so he sold those for the low when he could have sold them
We
for the
don't
high.
know, but I'm just saying from off of reading what that shit say. We don't know what he could have got $1 million. He
That's
could have got a PSA 10
Nah.
Charizard, just sent it off. We don't know what he got.
Yeah.
Now I gotta hear y'all opinions on this part. He allegedly went back by himself to steal some more. So check this.
The homie really ain't got no type of swag, bro.
Yo, first time I heard about
Burn the
Frosty.
fuck out, bro. Look. On F gang. On F. I know blood, bro. He's saying on F in his head right now while he doing it. On Darby, blood. Niggas fuck blood. Niggas ain't gonna do nothing, blood. He gone. He down here like, I need another one. She with him though.
Yeah, she with him.
Damn, he put that motherfucker back.
I think he's trying to figure out which ones are expensive. He probably went and asked somebody like, yo, which one of these actually cost something? So this time he came back, he said, yo, I'm about to steal something that's worth something. You know what I mean? He looking around for the camera.
Bitch, you looked at it, dumbass.
Look straight at it.
Fuck, all you need to do is just drop and come back up and say Snowgird.
So the people who run the store, they put out the post. They said, we regret to say we had 2 scumbag thieves commit grand theft from us last week. Now there's some strong language and stuff. We are working with police. We will prosecute. Thank you to the community for finding info on the losers. Bring our stolen product back. His Instagram is at Frosty the Snowman. His clothing line is Gerb Nation.
They got blood fucked up. Blood got the blood. Look, blood is so burnt out, bro. Blood got the blue moon shirt on.
But why would you think about the camera, dog? You saying he just he to the point. What you know about Frosty is he'll steal no matter what. He's just a thief, huh?
He gotta be, nigga. Every time he's stealing. At
That's
this point,
that's a crazy habit. That's a dangerous habit to have. You know, man, because people don't play
he gonna
about
be mad
somebody.
at me, but I don't give a fuck on Bunyan. Fuck, we blacks, nigga. Stealing is not tolerated. You take blood.
Yeah, facts. Yeah,
Facts.
I think that's maybe just be across all stealing just is looked down at. It's low. You know what I'm saying? Because it seems like you doing something backhanded and scary.
Yeah, Blood was smart though. He would have hit just did a commercial and took all the cards.
Facts. That'd have been smart. Do some kind
Grand
of
Theft
promotion.
carried 16 with half in the pit.
You said what carries 16 and a half?
16 bucks with half in the pen.
Oh, okay.
That charge that they trying to, you're not even paying attention. That
Yeah.
motherfucker say he committed grand theft. They don't say he committed a petty theft. A grand theft is a certain amount. That means they done charged him up to the
Yeah, it's
phone.
$1,000. It's over $1,000. So grand theft is over 1,000. You correct? So yeah, if he committed grand theft, man,
That's what I beat my robbery and took. It was the grand theft. And on the Beverly Hills watch when we stole the nigga watch in Beverly
damn.
Hills.
Yeah, that makes it a felony
I
too.
play it out. I play it out to a grand theft, but it don't carry a strike, nigga. I don't give a fuck about no felony. I got 30, nigga. I don't want no strikes.
Damn. Cali still operate on the strike system.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah, that should be down there on and off. I think it's off right now, but nigga, they'll turn that shit on tomorrow. They ain't took the motherfuckers away.
Yeah, and if you get arrested, they still bring it up how many strikes you had. You know what I'm saying?
Look, that's why let me get to the story. When I took the grand theft 16 and a half, I had to take 32 months with 80 because I had a prior strike for a robbery. A strike in California is a double up. See, niggas don't know. Niggas think 3 strikes you're out is life. They don't tell you strike 1. If you catch another charge with the first strike, they double you up. So if you catch 5 years with a strike, they gonna give you 10.
Okay.
If you catch 10 years with a strike, they give you a dub. If you got 2 strikes, they do 2 double up. The third one, that's why it's life. You understand? The first strike counts. Like niggas on my case took strikes. I did it. But you know what I'm saying? Like this is a offense that don't carry a strike, but it carries 16 months. We don't know if Frosty have prior strikes. He can have 2.
Right.
Yeah,
And then that's gonna double up off that. So it's gonna go from 16 to 32. And then what? They gonna put another 16 on there because he got 2 because he had 2 strikes.
Shit, I don't know. I ain't never got to this 2 strike offense, but I think it go twice or do the 32 double up. They do some crazy shit. They might strike it if it's over 5 years, and it be all type of shit that go along with the strike. But
at that point, I ain't about to do no street activity, bro. That's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? You got 2 strikes. That'd be crazy.
I thought Texas wasn't playing. Boy, Cali ain't playing with y'all niggas.
It's not when it comes to man. They ain't playing at all, man. Texas is strict because they'll whoop that death penalty out quick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What'd you say? I think Dazzy started breaking up. But man, let me go ahead and finish this post OTMZ, and then I'll get your last on this whole Frosty the Snowman topic. And before that, man, the first time I ever heard of Frosty is when he got shot a couple years back. Remember that?
No, I ain't never heard of dude. I'm gonna keep it up. I ain't never heard of this man.
Now Frosty, he's from Inglewood, man. He's from the same set as Munchie B, right? So Inglewood family, he's probably one of their biggest representatives, man, out there as far as rappers for a while. Him and Almighty Suspect used to kind of be in a co-opted group together, and he got shot. I want to say like 3 years ago, maybe 2 years ago, and that blew his name.
4 years ago.
That was 4 years ago now.
Yeah,
Time be flying.
He got He got shot twice. I heard.
Yeah, and then when he got shot, he came back out, and then his name popped out when the whole Indian Red Boy situation happened. Because he did a video, everybody threw a camera in his face about the Indian Red Boy situation. I think he did a live or either a video, said something about that, which was crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the Indian Red Boy shit.
You said what, Dazzy?
I said that's when I was in jail, but that was right along the time he had got shot too.
That made national news. You know what I'm saying? That was
that's how I know who.
You know, it's crazy though. Like when that shit happened, I remember the niggas from neighborhood getting off the phone, like, man, down in Gardena, neighborhood, and just sat down. And I'm just thinking, like, what? And I get on the phone, and then we find out,
Oh, okay. Damn. So you said somebody, while you was locked up, somebody from neighborhood was on the phone.
Nah, that shit was allegedly supposed to be over that Nip shit.
Yeah, that's what I heard too, man. That's what I heard too. That was
I heard them niggas went over there and got blood. That's what I heard, but I don't know if it was exactly the 6 holes, but I know that shit had some neighborhood all over it. For sure.
whatever happened to the other guy, Capone, Mister
Oh, my nigga
Wallbanging Capone.
Capone. They gave my nigga Capone 13 years.
Oh, okay, because I remember he was
Oh,
like, everybody was telling him like, "Dog, you better watch your back," because he was the one who put his name on the tag outside the Nipsey mural. That allegedly started all this, right?
yeah, see, I was in jail with Capone. He took his time. See, Capone took 13.
Damn.
But Capone got it to where he got 6 and 7 concurrent. So he really got 7. This is
Okay.
in 2022. He got 7, but I think he got it with like 80. We're going to see Capone probably in like 14 months type shit.
Okay, man. Yeah, that was damn. That was crazy because homie lost his life on live, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
That should be crazy. Like when niggas be talking about niggas and I be really knowing niggas. Like I was in jail with Capone when he took his time. That's why I know what time he really took. And he been telling niggas 13, but I know what's going on with Capone. We was all me, Capone, Beef, and Tahoe, all my crimees. We was all on the bus together going to court, but LAX court on bus. So that's
no
how I
doubt.
know.
All right, I got this. Is gonna be out of nowhere, and I know this has nothing to do with Bloods or anybody from any of that. But what do you think about the whole Eric Holder situation? How the rumors that he was being like treated on the bus and stuff, and people was throwing stuff at him and whatnot. Like, did you ever hear any of those rumors? And if so, what'd you think?
To be honest, I did it. I heard he was in high power the whole time.
Okay.
I heard
Okay.
they said he got big as fuck. I never heard nobody saying they did nothing to him. But they might have though. I wasn't the type of nigga be in every politic. I was in Banyana politics.
Okay, I
right.
get you. Nah, that's
But I
not.
never heard about I never heard about him hitting pop. And if I did, damn, see you just asked me this and my memory be needing to get jogged. I don't think I heard about nothing happened to him when he hit pop or I don't think he ever did hit Gen Pop. Well, high power ain't PC, but he was in high power, solitary.
Uh,
That's what I heard.
so basically, for his own safety, they kept him in solitary. That's
Not even your own safety, nigga. It's more on some. If your case is too high profile, they do it down there like a punishment. But you can declass from high power after a certain amount of time. So I don't know if he ever did declass though.
but he's in prison now because he got his
Yeah,
sentencing, right?
but I'm saying he was in the county for years.
Yeah, true. That's crazy, man. That's
In
crazy.
prison, they damn near. What can they do to him unless you told?
Yeah, nothing.
DP you,
Yeah, I think that's
probably
it, right?
remove you.
So okay, that breaks it down. So you get to prison. You got this high profile case. You're on camera. You're guilty for shooting a rap legend like Nipsey Hussle, right? Who's a legend to a lot of people, especially after the fact, right? But due to the politics in prison, when you show up, you just show up as a regular guy, right? I mean, you show up as you run your phase with whoever or whatever. How does that play out?
You don't run no face in prison.
Okay, that's a jail thing only.
Yeah. You
Okay,
show up as a homie. Who are you? Boom, Dazi came from Banyanas or Damu card. You show up as they give you your stuff, you a homie. We all in this together in the pen.
nah.
So he show up as a neighborhood. Before anything, it's gonna be niggas mad. It's niggas mad about what every single person did in the pen. It's gonna be a nigga in there that you did something to before. That's where niggas go. I learned that about. I don't know about everywhere else in California. We all grew up together. We all seen each other in jail. Simple. Niggas I chased up the block as a kid, I was on the yard with.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas that I fought in the county, niggas I was in the county with 5 terms ago, I was on the yard with in the pit. So it'd be like that. And it'd be more on some how the politics go, bro. And they probably ain't, unless a nigga really bad, bro, they not finna lose their homie over nothing, fool, and on their yard.
All right, because you need, and is it true that you guys need the numbers like bad? You know what I'm saying? Because
Every card needs numbers, and then the blacks as a whole need numbers.
Okay, yeah, because I mean you're outnumbered bad in the prisons nowadays, right?
Yeah, like more is No, in the jails even it's outnumbered. Period with the Mexicans in California.
Yeah.
But as far as the prisons, is more like you need more numbers because it's split up more in the prison. Like in the county, nigga might run a crip lineup session with the Don Mood, but in the pen, nigga might run a gangster versus Compton and Watt, Hub and the Dub lineup session.
Now, when you
Gangsters
say
might be
lineup,
short.
now when you say lineup session, what you mean? You mean running fades, or what do you mean?
Fades.
Okay, gotcha. Line it
Sometimes
up.
it be lineup sessions, sometimes it be melee, sometimes it just all depend on how deep, severe the politic. Everything is all set in stone. I don't know how to explain it other way. Nigga
Nah,
walk up to you and say the wrong shit to you and the wrong nigga over here, that's your ass if you don't get up. Like that
damn.
shit was very, very, very cut they nails on that shit.
Okay. So ain't no disrupting that politic. I got you. All right, man. Well, let's go ahead. I was going to finish off reading this, but man, I think when it comes to Frosty the Snowman, look like he caught red-handed, man. I'm sorry.
Damn, Snow. That's all I'm gonna say.
It look like he caught red-handed, man. So man, I want to get to our next story. So what do y'all think about this, bro? So this guy right here, Hernandez Govan. Now he's allegedly the architect in the whole Young Dolph murder, man. He's the guy who allegedly met up with Big Jook, took the payoff, was the one who took the money and spread it to straight dropping them, told them they could get their half if they took out Young Dolph and all that. His trial starts today, man.
I don't know, but I know they killed his daughter a lot of cash deaths though.
Yep,
Yep,
in Houston.
in
In
Houston.
Houston.
Yep. Now, you know, there's a lot of theories out here. Me, I believe I have one as well, where I think, man, PRE has really been putting numbers on the board. And I hate to say it like that, but since Young Dolph has died, man, it seems like they got somebody out here who's really putting in work for them. So do you think that with this guy being locked up and his trial starting today, does this end this whole situation? What y'all think, man? I need opinions.
No,
Go ahead, OTMZ.
no. Oh,
I
let's
don't
say
think I don't think it ended the situation, bro. Because y'all, what people fail to realize is Dolph was the one putting the. He was the one that was keeping the heat down. He was the one like, nah, don't do that, bro. We getting too much money. He was the one making sure everybody fed. So when niggas is fed, bro, it's kind of hard for niggas to get to tripping, bro. Because bro, we living good. Dolph taking care of nigga. We living good. We not even worried about what y'all got going on over there. All right, so they hit the top dog. They hit Dolph, right? So what happened? All that shit stopped.
no,
Now
that is
mama's not
fact.
getting taken care of. Now niggas not getting fed. And so I think, bro, anytime they come across somebody with affiliated with them, bro, they gonna smack them.
That's what it
Nigga,
seemed like.
that is facts.
All right.
Grove Hero just got paralyzed 6, 7 days ago.
Who did? Go ahead. My bad, Gadazi. Go ahead, kick it. What'd you say?
Grove Hero just got paralyzed 6, 7 days ago.
Yeah.
Said
Now
he was
is
out there giving back. Somebody came and shot him.
yeah. He was there. He was in Charlotte for a comedy show, and then I guess he did like a give back thing or something like that, right? Or maybe
But
he
he
was selling
always
merch.
does this.
Yeah, he
This
was
is the
selling.
shit he's known for.
Yep, he was. I think he was selling merch this time or something like that. You know, stuff that they do in association with comedy shows. And somebody shot him, bruh. Shot him in the back, man.
Like I said,
Why
this
do you
the
think they
same
shot
place.
him?
This the same place Dolph Whip got shot up 100 times when he made that 100 shots.
Facts.
So you know that they
They
tied in
got
with the
some type
same
of
nigga.
ties out there.
And it's
Yep.
the same nigga that slapped Lil Migo with the nub.
Yep.
Yep. In
Tripping
the
over the
airport.
CMG shit.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. That was now me and OTMZ have talked about this before, but Dazzy, what do you think about losing a fight to a one-hand guy? You know what I'm saying?
No, you can. They be having metal in that motherfucker. Knock your ass out. This nigga be having 6 minutes.
Your
Too,
stupid
like really
ass.
sick with the nub. Like,
Yo.
Jay,
nigga,
your stupid ass, nigga.
it's the
But
nigga, I forgot where he from. He got metal in his hand. I think from A-Tray or something. He knocked everything out with the
Nah,
little hand.
yeah.
I
you
got a
talk
nigga from Montana named Lil Hand.
I
His shit
gotta
like that. He got metal in that motherfucker. He been hitting niggas with that metal hand.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got a partner. I got a partner like that out here. His name Calencion. That nigga sleep everything, bro. He broke his hand when he was young. Like he broke his whole hand, like his knuckles and everything. And they got metal. They got like some metal plates and stuff running through his hand. That nigga knock everything out. I ain't gonna lie to you.
whew. Yeah, getting hit with a metal hand is crazy.
Hey,
Now I got to come back and, you know what I'm
you know what I'm
saying?
saying?
Let
Shout
me
out to my
stop.
nigga
See, Lil
Calencion. No, I ain't
Migo,
gonna lie.
the only thing that made Lil Migo look bad in that situation is because first off, why is
He
he
was
just
scared.
masked up? And you know he got one hand. All you got to do is dip. He
Yeah.
can't reach that far, but if he catch you, he caught you. You got to
That's
learn
because
to
he
dip.
holding his phone in one hand, so you know only thing he can hit you with is with the little hand.
And he still was looking scared. Lil Migo was looking scared,
Yeah, he
bruh.
will, bro.
He say,
First of
"Oh,
all, I think he was scared for the simple fact that he got recognized in that mask.
yeah." He said, "Oh, I told you." He was Grove here was talking to him like crazy. Was like, "Yo, you trying to wait for your homeboys to get from the back of the
Man,
plane, huh?"
that's from
Ha!
the dead homies, bro.
I say,
If I'm
"Damn."
in the airport, a nigga fake with a little hand walk up on me tripping like you Dazzy Kane, and I'm masked up, I'ma look at blood like bitch ass nigga take blood.
Take
Yeah,
off,
yeah. What? I'm gonna
take
go.
off.
Immediately. I'm gonna go. You know what I'm
You
saying?
let
Like,
you let him
I
walk
ain't
up
gonna lie,
on
I'm gonna
you.
try to distract him a little bit. I'm like, hell no, bam,
You
bam,
let him
bam.
walk up on you. Ask you. Basically, he already identified you. You let him identify you. Let him ask you questions. Then you let that nigga get close enough to smack you. Like,
yeah,
at what point do your nigga instincts kick in? Like, hey, I need to just go ahead and take off on bro.
yeah,
Yeah, then he was holding the phone with his good hand.
yeah.
Yeah,
So I'm like, if he got the phone, he's holding the phone with his good hand. He must really feel like Lil Migo a hoe. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? He
yeah,
must
yeah,
really.
yeah, yeah.
He must
Yeah.
have known that in his heart because he always did say that. Yo, if I ran into Lil Migo, if I ran into who else he said, Juke, if he ran into somebody else, and he was like, if he see any of them, he was gonna smack fire out of him. You know what I'm saying? He ended up catching Lil Migo
Migo.
at the airport. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. You can tell he really think Migo a hoe. Like he believe that.
Yeah,
And with
yeah.
everything
Yeah,
in him.
no, that shit was crazy, bro. I found out about that in jail when I was in jail in the Kite magazine. I was in there. Grove Hero slapped the shit out of Lil Migo.
That so you're in jail on the West Coast, and the magazine comes through, and it tells you, and you learn about the Grove Hero situation from that.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. So what do you think with this cat, man? Quete, aka Hernandez Govan, aka Quete, man. He's actually the person who's alleged to have
I
orchestrated all
don't
this.
remember the case too well, but I remember like it was some reason why I felt like it was some holes in the case that didn't make sense.
Now, this is the
It would have
crazy
been
part.
if them niggas. It would have been if them niggas ain't go up there and tell well, not even them niggas, cause I'm forgetting the bro name. The rapper didn't tell. It was the other dude.
Yeah, it was damn, who told? The straight drop didn't tell.
Straight drop didn't tell. The
Uh
other dude
Oh,
told,
it was
and
the
the other
fat
dude,
nigga.
yeah, the other dude didn't even have nothing to do with the beef or nothing like that. He talking about he wanted the money to because he was broke and he wanted to buy his kids Christmas presents and all
yeah,
that. So
Cornelius Smith.
yeah,
Cornelius Smith.
he didn't even have nothing to do with the beef. He ain't even had nothing against Young Dolph.
Yeah, he was all drugged out, man. And it was
They just
a way
wanted the
for
money.
yeah, it was a way for
I
him to
ain't
get
gonna
the
lie, when
money.
you broke nigga, you would kill a nigga for 1,000.
You
A
know what I'm
thousand?
saying?
Not a
And
thousand, bro.
they offered him.
A thousand goes so quick it ain't even funny, man. That
Well, not 1,000.
I was about to say,
But nah,
bro.
not a nigga.
30,000
Nah,
though.
not a nigga like me for that. Cause I know that these is people
No,
that
it gotta be a little kid
don't.
though.
These people that don't understand that, bro. Like a junkie will do it to you for $1,000. He thinking like, you know how many drugs I'm finna get with this $1,000.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
He
A
don't know he
regular,
finna get drugged through the mud for that
yeah.
$1,000.
For
You know
real.
what I'm saying?
For real facts, Dazzy.
But
Yo.
that's why as soon as that money ain't come in, that's why he told everything, and that's why Hernandez probably cooked. He probably gonna get whatever he get. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why the money ain't coming in because the nigga knew he was gonna tell everything.
Yep.
Now, the crazy part is he's the last person in the trial, right? And Straight Drop already took his trial. He already got his sentence. Cornelius Smith already got sentenced to life. What's to prevent them to come back into the trial and snitch on him just to get a lesser sentence? Like
But
nothing is going.
Nigga, they
Straight
got
drop.
life. They can't snitch if they. Well,
Yeah.
Cornelius can, but
Cornelius
straight
can't.
drop
He
ain't
already
finna
did.
snitch. He gonna get blasted. Fool. Straight drop ain't finna tell.
Yeah, straight
He probably
drop.
getting
Straight drop
taken
not
care
finna
of for the
tell.
rest of his life over that.
Facts. Straight drop is cool. He good where he at. Now Cornelius, I believe Cornelius Smith, he snitched just to get eventually get parole. Straight drop is life without the possibility of parole. Cornelius Smith still got the possibility of parole though, so he probably still working with them folks.
Yeah, he already snitched. He already let it be
You know
known.
what I'm saying?
Like when it comes to Hernandez Govan, he gonna probably be like, "Yo, man, forget it. That's just one more person to snitch on, right?"
Fact, he probably gonna take the stand on that nigga. I wouldn't be surprised.
But damn, it's like, what do they have Govan? They didn't pay nobody. Did Govan tell you to do it, or did straight drop allegedly say that Govan said it, or because hearsay come into play, and it'd be a lot that go with these trials, brother. Like it ain't just, you
Yeah.
know, it
If
ain't
I'm
just
Govan,
straightforward. You can smoke a nigga on camera with your face out if it don't look right. If they don't see the bullet come out the gun on the camera and don't got the gun, how they gonna say you shot him? They could just say you pointed the gun at him.
facts.
Now they dropped the. It looks like they got the opening statements. So let's see what they say in the opening statements.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what
yeah,
I'm
let's
saying.
watch this. A little
Only
bit of
anyone
it.
that doesn't know how to do IT. As far as that goes. My name is Manny Aurora. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. I'm here representing Mr. Hernandez Govan, along with our former IT specialist, Robert Wilson, who's also a lawyer, Haley Halty-Wenger, who's sitting in the white suit, and then also Beth Noble, who's in the black suit, as far as that goes. Last week, I talked to you guys a lot about first impressions. And the reason I mentioned that is sometimes the first impression can be wrong. I listened to a very beautiful, eloquent speech from the prosecutor in this case, and it sounds really, really good. But that's the false first impression because you promised.
So this is Hernandez Govan's attorney speaking.
And we know he got money, so this probably a paid attorney.
Yep.
Facts.
As a peer of Mr. Govan, you would listen to everything. So let me share to you the rest of the story. This entire case is going to come down to the guy with the machine gun that shot off Adolf Thornton. The whole case is going to come down to him and then possibly his girlfriend backing up his story. Remember, Cornelius Smith has made at least 5 different statements to law enforcement over the course of a year where everything changes. He's then met with the prosecution at least 5 or 6 times to go over his testimony prior to testifying here today. So you should ask yourself the question when the judge instructed you, does somebody have a reason to lie? Do they have an interest in the outcome? You are caught red-handed on video, and you're about to see it in a second, taking an AK-47 and lighting it up at a cookie store in broad daylight. He's facing a mandatory...
So just from that, we already could tell that Cornelius Smith, he's in this case snitching. He's snitching in this case because the defense attorney is already trying to build a case against what Cornelius Smith is going to come and testify. So this is wild, bro. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
life sentence, as I'm going to question him about. And I ask each and every one of you, what would you do if you were facing a mandatory life sentence to get out of it? Why would you need to make so many different statements if you were telling the truth? Because remember, the truth is the truth. You don't need to practice it. You don't need to remember it. It's the truth. So let's see who the government has gotten in bed with to try to prove their case against Hernandez Govan. Robert?
They ain't got Hernandez Govan doing nothing.
Damn, them fools dumping.
Not one of them people was Hernandez Govan.
Yeah, none of those people were Hernandez Govan at all. But I never seen the full video of the other dude coming out before. It always stops at them hopping in the car. You know what I mean? That's crazy.
I seen the full video. You see the full video, the nigga that told To me, that's the one that killed Dolph because he was the one dumping for real. I ain't gonna lie, straight drop looked like he was kind of bullshit, like he ain't really want to do it.
Yep.
Bro,
He's a
bro bounced out with that Draco and was that bitch was doo 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 doo.
Nah,
yeah.
hell no. That nigga was not controlling that bitch. That
No,
nigga
no,
was
he wasn't.
shooting
That's what
up.
I'm saying. That's why we're going like this. He was just waving that bitch. He
Oh, that was
was
straight drop with the Draco?
no. That was Cornelius with the Draco. That was the nigga that told the Draco.
Let's see. Hold up. Let's see.
And then Dolph's brother shot this. I mean, was that his brother? Yeah, Dolph's brother shot the shit out of him.
Yeah, tried to get him.
He
Try to
tried to
get
shoot
that.
back, but
His brother, his brother, a real one for that. I was like, damn, because he
You
jumped
gotta
out
understand, the brother
immediately.
went in the car and got a fucking ARP and
Yeah,
dumped it.
yeah. While they're still out there, bro, he wasn't scared for nothing.
Nigga was
but
shooting Drake at your ass. You went to
I'm
get
like, you
your
should have
ARP.
brought that inside with you though.
Exactly,
You
bro.
don't
If he
never
would
want
have,
to have to go. You don't never want to have to go back to the car because then that's when that happened. When you go
Nah, they
when you
say he
leave.
had pistol on him. He dumped the pistol, but
Oh, and
he
then
probably
went
was like,
back and
man, they
grabbed
got
him.
big artillery. He
Yeah,
know what's going
damn,
on. You know, they shot at Dolph already in Charlotte. So
right.
he probably just felt outgunned or he probably ran out of bullets.
damn,
Yeah.
that's crazy. So, oh, they got a mark. So that's Cornelius Smith right here, the one with the gun who's actually shooting through the window up close and
Yeah,
got
but that's
Dolph.
the nigga with the Draco. He was doing bullshit.
It was good.
He
That
couldn't
pistol
control it.
killed him.
You
That
think the
pistol
guy?
killed him.
You think the pistol killed him?
Wait, no, it didn't. Actually, I heard he got killed by the Draco. Huh?
Yeah, I think it was. I'm not sure. I want to be
It was
honest.
Draco. Even though he wasn't controlling that bit, once you shoot it, the bullet going straight. Once you shoot that thing, the bullet it's
Hell
going
yeah,
straight.
to like 50 feet. So he probably
Yeah,
was. It probably was. I think it was
And he was right up
50.
on the glass too. You know what I'm saying?
facts.
That nigga was really about that shit when it was time to kill. But when it was time to go to jail, he wasn't.
He won.
Yeah, that's crazy. Let's see. So this Dolph brother right here,
And he like, you bitch ass niggas. Bing bong boom bang, bing bong boom boom boom
and
boom boom boom
with the
boom boom.
busting on him.
So the
ARP,
man you have to
Facts.
believe is the man who's
bitch
capable
ass
of in
niggas.
broad daylight carrying an AK-47.
I gotta give props to his brother for being a real one with that.
No,
You know what I'm
facts.
He
saying?
But
he
that gotta
only
be
fucked up because he stepped away for just a second, bro. I know that haunts him every day. Like,
Yeah,
damn,
every
yeah,
bro.
day, bro. That's what I was
yeah.
gonna say. I swear I was just finna say that, bro. Imagine what his brother feel like every day waking, bro. His brother died right next to him. He seen it with his eyes, bro.
That's crazy.
You know
Yeah,
how
that's
hard he
crazy.
try to kill them niggas right now?
I can
That
only
nigga was
imagine.
trying to kill, nigga.
I
Facts.
I could only imagine if they was on the streets, bruh.
Nigga, if he was a half a second quicker, them niggas would have been flatlined all out there.
Everything flatline.
It would have
Yeah,
just been him. They driver then it froze up, took too long to pull off.
Facts. Facts,
Y'all let the niggas
bro.
go in the car wholeheartedly. Nigga feet hanging.
yeah. Damn.
Going into a store full of people and just, without hesitation,
Niggas got
opening
lucky.
fire. And he's the one that's going to tell you that
I was
Mr.
in jail
Govan
when
did
this
this,
shit
this,
happened
and
too.
this.
I was
Nothing
in
that he
Washington.
said.
What's up, Dyson?
I said I was in the pen when that shit happened too. I was at Wasco.
Now, what was the reaction behind bars? Because I'll keep it real. Everybody out here was kind of going crazy in the YouTube streets. And when it comes to like real people, like everybody, everyday people, it was like everybody was upset. Like, damn, man, they got Dolph up out of here. You know what I'm
You
saying? It
know,
was
it was
like,
mixed reactions because we in California, so some niggas fucked with Gotti, some niggas fucked with Dolph, some niggas was indifferent, but a lot of us was like, damn, Dolph.
yeah, that was crazy.
Especially seeing like had that shit had seemed to have died down from the initial play with your bitch this in 2017, to him
Right.
getting shot in LA at the Lowe's, to him getting shot at in Charlotte. That shit had all died down. So for years later to come about and then he just get killed.
Yeah, that shit crazy, bro.
Niggas was
Crazy.
like, damn, that had to be whoopty whoop. But then niggas was like, no, and then now it's coming back this and that shit crazy how to see how shit play out from one diss song.
And you shot at me.
Validated.
Y'all
The
shot
other
up
thing
my
to
shit. All I
understand,
did was make a song about it. Now y'all mad at it.
Facts.
Now he
That's
made the
crazy.
song before they even shot at him.
You say what?
He made the song before they even
Oh,
shot
you
it.
talking about that first one? You talking about play with your bitch? I was thinking about that 100 shots.
Yeah, I thought they would stop after 100 shots, but obviously, they was like, I don't know, they was still
Black
on
Youngster
Dolph's.
stopped.
Yeah, I think Black Youngster, man, he's in a weird position because if he ever pops out, he gotta wonder, man, because all these dudes who allegedly the PRE, allegedly if it's PRE, the people who've been pulling off these hits and getting people off on Gotti's side,
Yeah, they on
they
the hunt.
ain't no arrest. Them cats is out here.
No, the only thing about it,
They on
because
the
you can't
hunt.
just arrest everybody, bro. They did arrest Black Youngster for the 100 shot shooter. He beat that shit.
Yeah,
But the whole thing about Youngster, his whole career was built off this and Dolph.
yeah,
Dolph
Yeah.
dead now.
that killed his
What
career.
can you do?
Exactly. That's why he even got signed to see. That's why Gotti even signed him to CMG because it's like he was like a dog. Like, all right, you say this, I'm gonna send my dog on you. I'm gonna send my German. I'm gonna sick my dog on you. That's what he did, bro.
Yeah.
He just sent his pit bull on him. All right, I got me a pit bull. I'm finna put my pit bull on Dolph. Go get him. So that's how his whole, like you said, that's how his whole career even started, bro. Was based off
Take
this
some. Who gonna take
this
some?
and
Who gonna
Dolph.
take some? Pass up, let it face some. Nigga, that's my favorite Youngster song was the Dolph disses, the whole
Yeah,
tape.
yeah.
Prince Montana, I'm a drug. We say, oh, my own mama know I sell drug, boy.
Drug lord.
I was listening to that.
My
Now
auntie knows I'm a
Destiny, no
drug
more.
lord.
You a hoe on the low low. That nigga was talking that shit. They
Yeah,
bust
yeah.
that you in your own city, pussy boy. You a no show. You ain't slide through and bust back.
But
I used to be
you ain't
listening to
right
that
there.
shit.
Take that.
But now
Yeah,
ain't no
that
more youngster. Unless youngster come out beefing with somebody else and come back with that same old youngster energy, we damn near ain't trying to hear no more youngster.
oh,
Yeah.
man. I'm a real South Memphis little nigga. Fuck nigga, little nigga. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
Oh
You took me
God,
back. That was that youngster boy. I ain't gonna lie. I was on that youngster heavy.
that was 2 years ago. That was 2015.
That's crazy,
Yep.
man.
That was my
I've been in
junior
the
year in high
streets a
school.
while.
cell phone tower records. The expert that the government may call, or if they don't call them, I'll call them, will tell you tower records are inherently unreliable because it's not like on TV.
Somebody brought up
There's a
D
reason
Rose
why all the
randomly.
engineers from the cell phone providers, T-Mobile, AT&T specifically write their letters, they will not testify in court because of unreliability. The other thing you have to know, and Robert put up the slide, within a 10 square mile area of where all this happened, there are 553 T-Mobile towers. 553 just from T-Mobile. And it's hard to see this because there's so many. There will be more AT&T towers, there will be this, essentially over 1,000 towers out there. And what the expert
So he's trying to build his case against the cell phone tower data, man, which he tripping, dog.
Yeah.
They
Nigga,
gon'
he's saying there is no cell phone data. Pay attention.
nah, he's saying that the cell phone data that they have is unreliable. That's what he's trying to do.
No, that he's that on Govan.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's his defense.
that's his defense on Govan. Let's keep it playing.
will tell
Yeah, let
you
me hear. I thought he was
this
saying
isn't
something
exact
else.
science. Just because your phone pings on a certain tower doesn't mean you were there. See, towers get filled up, and you may have to transfer the next tower near. All these people
Oh yeah, he
live within a
fucked.
couple of mile radius, so of course it's
Yeah, he's trying to build a case that the cell phone tower information is wrong when it pinged off of that tower, and they gonna come back and cream him on that probably. You know what I'm saying? Because they got too many experts that could come and refute that, man.
He only need a little bit of doubt though.
Yeah, that's true. That's
That is
that's.
true. You only need to create doubt in one person's mind.
I ain't ever seen nobody beat the cell phone tower pinging, but
I have.
who? When have you seen it?
Nigga, I've been in jail with niggas that have beat murders that are out right now.
But how did they beat the cell phone tower? The cell phone getting pinged off of a certain tower? Because basically
Shit,
he's
nigga,
saying,
because their hood is right there too.
okay. So you're saying they were in the area where the crime was committed, so the cell phone tower that they got pinged off could have been anybody.
Multiple areas use the same cell phone tower. Bro.
Okay,
That's like I live in Eastern Gardens. The ops is in the Jordan Down. The PJs and PJ Watts. Bro, there's not no millions of cell phone towers in Watts. It's gonna ping off the same tower no matter where you was at.
yeah.
Now, as far as the geo fencing, when they be getting the footsteps and all that, that's different
Yeah,
because they
that
can get that too. I've seen somebody lose to that type of. It's different cell phone data. As far as the towers, that just give you a general area. If you
area.
live
Yeah.
in that general area, then shit, of course, it's gonna be.
Yeah,
Right.
that's true. That's true. Now, if you live in that area, you're right. But if they catch your cell phone at somewhere else, like say they have it written
Cause,
right here, where they have like the crosstown concourse, so
because like, what are they trying to say? He was in Memphis at the time, or they was trying to say he was on the scene.
I don't know if he's trying to build a case or trying to build a doubt that he was
No,
in
I'm saying
Memphis
no.
at
But
the.
what is? I want to know what the prosecution is saying with that data.
Good point. Nah, I don't have that right here.
Because if the data say like, oh, yeah, he was in Memphis, boy, there he lives in Memphis. Now, if he said he wasn't in Memphis, he cook.
Yeah, yeah.
But we gotta just keep watching. Let's keep on watching.
It's gonna hit all these towers. But there is 553 just from T-Mobile within that area where all this happened.
So I just want to point this out before I keep this playing. So this at the top of Memphis right here, that's the crosstown concourse. I guess we'll remember that. Then they got the Valero gas station. Then they got the homicide scene, which was on Airways Highway or whatever, right there. And they got the Gospel Garden. So all four of these are significant spots in the case. So we'll keep that in mind.
Okay.
They talked to you about conspiracy and how Govan picked these two individuals. The state chooses to cherry pick a little bit here and a little bit there from each of the statements. But let me play a 5-second clip about how all this supposedly happened. I'm not saying it happened. I'm not saying Govan is involved in one way, shape, or form. But if you want to believe Cornelius Smith, the AK-47 shooter, and God knows how many other shootings he's done, then he'll talk about it.
He said Cornelius Smith, the AK-47 shooter.
I want you to listen to this.
It was one day me and Angela was out riding, and I wanted some X pills, so I went to Quit House to get the X pills from him, and Juke was over there. And when I walked in, there was one Quick told Juke, this little seat right here, and mine, look, Juke was like, is it hit him out on? First, he said, take all the phones outside, you know. He didn't say my phone, he was saying quit phone, but I passed my phone to make it feel comfortable. So, took the phone outside, and Jude was like, is it hit him out of here, get him, and he got us. And I can't recall like exactly when it was, but that's what he said.
All right. So the state just told you to your face that Mr. Govan picked out two desperate people. Cornelius Smith, if you are to believe him, says in his statement, I just happened to be going.
Man, Hernandez Govan looked guilty in the mud. I guess there ain't no way not to look guilty in jail. You know what I'm saying? Or in court.
Yeah, that nigga look pissed off. He mad that he even involved, bro, because he like, damn, I was just supposed to
Be the middleman.
You know what I'm saying? Getting through my name in the mix. Now I'm all caught up in this shit.
Yeah, because Cornelius Smith put him in there. You know what I'm saying? He the one who put his name in.
My Quet's house, Govan's house, to buy some ecstasy pills with my girlfriend. Joke happened to be there. He doesn't say Quet said a word. Joke says there's a hate on everybody, and I got you, and Joke says, take the phones outside while I talk to you. Assuming you believe any of that's true. And the reason I ask you if you think any of that's true is the police never went to question Joke, aka Anthony Mims, or Yogati, or any of the people with CMG. Never once even tried to do an interview. So this is a...
So he's saying that the police never questioned Big Juck or anybody at CMG either.
Plain as day. Joke said do it. Quet didn't say anything. Quet lives in the poorest part of Memphis in Orange Mound, sells a few ecstasy pills to make a living, and hustles with some sports gambling. He's a nobody, and that's why I asked you about the peers. He's a throwaway that they can blame. Why did they not talk to Joke or anybody else with CMG? Ever. Now, Joke ended up getting killed in 2024, 2.5 years after the fact. Never arrested, never talked to, never interviewed, never pursued, never surveilled, nothing.
It sounds like he got a good case to
That
win.
was, it sound like his lawyer
Yeah.
doing his goddamn job.
Uh, it does sound like he has a decent case, man. I'm gonna keep it real because he's basically saying that he's just a small time drug dealer. You know, he wasn't the one who was actually. You got to prove he's the middleman. What proof do you have
And
except for a
they
guy?
like, bro, they don't even have him talking to nobody over there.
Yep, yep. And they don't have him exactly. That was probably the biggest point. You're right. They don't have him talking to anybody over there at CMG, and they don't have him ever talking to Jook recorded or anything. They just going off the word of Cornelius Smith, and
That's all
he's a
they
guy
got.
who's got life. You know what I'm saying?
All they got. That's all they got.
Damn. Yeah. He might. Yeah. Y'all. Yeah. Damn. This is crazy.
And then it's like, how credible is Cornelius Smith gonna hold up in court when he's a drug addict and now convicted murderer?
Yeah.
I mean,
And
his credibility still gonna be held up because it's the same case. But as far as they're not finna, you can't bring that up in court. As far as his conviction or nothing, so that's gonna be stricken. But what's gonna make the whole shit not stick is they will have to prove that he gave them some money. He told them without him saying, "Oh, Straight Drop told me he said this." Because I think his whole thing was like he was just brought along for the money.
yeah. That's what he was saying, but he was definitely a shooter. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I'm saying like you could be a shooter, like, hey, like, let's say like I got some shit like that up, and I'll just find two little dumb niggas and tell them to do it. And I tell them, oh yeah, what you said they gonna pay me? Whole time he never said nothing.
That's true. Now I wonder if they have. I'm gonna let this play, but I wonder if they have any evidence that he paid them.
I heard he didn't get paid. That's why he tell him.
Right.
Ah,
Facts.
The judge also told you when you assess credibility, you need to look at how well you remember this thing. Cornelius Smith cannot even tell you when he was propositioned to go kill somebody. The shooting happened in November 17, 2021. And the best the police can say is that this meeting, where just randomly happened, as Cornelius himself has said, was sometime between August and September, 3 months prior to the shooting taking place. 3 months. He will tell you there's no plan. All he was told by Jerk was there's a price on their heads. And that's kind of funny because when the cops, if they testify honestly, will tell you there have been multiple attempts on Mr. Dolph's life. Twice in Charlotte by other folks and once in Los Angeles. Everybody in Memphis knew there was a price on their head because there was a war between PRE and CMG. They were shooting each other. Yo Gotti's car was shot up here. The song 100 Shots came up after one of these things.
that's an interesting fact about Yo Gotti's car getting shot up. You know, there wasn't a lot of publicity about that.
Yeah, I don't ever remember hearing his car got shot.
I ain't never
I
heard that
don't,
either.
I don't remember hearing that either.
There's a rivalry going on and people have been shooting. The police went through this. They know this. They also pulled YouTube videos where people are openly threatening to kill Dolph. It's in their slideshow. You know what they call their investigation? Operation Cookie Monster. That's how tasteful this whole thing has gotten with these folks.
Operation Cookie Monster is wild.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm sorry, my arms are shaking because I'm so furious that we're here as far as the trial goes. So the other thing the government hasn't told you when we talk about first impressions is, for weeks prior to the November 17, 2021 shooting, nobody called Govan, talked to him, did anything, be it Justin Johnson or Cornelius Smith. What Cornelius will tell you, which the government didn't tell you, is that morning, it was Cornelius's daughter's birthday, but he gets a call from Justin Johnson that says, I got a car, let's go do something. They get in the car and they start driving around, just looking for somebody to kill. They just happened to see Young Dolph's car going by.
This is a fact.
And they opened fire.
Yep.
And they killed him. And the interesting thing is, even though nobody communicated with Govan for weeks prior to this, they didn't talk to him that morning. He didn't help him get the car. He didn't help him escape. He didn't tell him what to do. He didn't tell him where to go. He didn't do anything. It was a spontaneous issue between two young men that morning. They shot him. And you know why there's no plan? Because they just start calling random people after the shooting. They don't call Govan. They have to go someplace to get bandaged up as far as that goes. The people that help them, never been charged as accessories to anything. They then get rid of whatever they need to get rid of.
Now, the people that helped him, those were like Trula Mafia cats, right?
I'm not sure.
I
I'm not
think
sure. I
one.
think you talking about because Dolph brother did hit. He did hit him. So I think he's talking about like a hood doctor, like where you go where you don't got to go to the hospital to get bandaged up.
Okay. I thought, because remember when the suspects got arrested, one of the guy's brother, so Justin Johnson's brother, got arrested too. Then another guy got arrested. They were all in that Trula Mafia pick or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I thought they were talking about they helped
Yeah,
him. But
them is probably some people that helped him get rid of the evidence,
yeah,
But
like the
obviously they were
weapons of them.
charged. He said them people was never charged.
Yeah.
that's true. Huh.
They left the car across the street from Govan's house on the middle of the street, in front of the street. So if there's some master plan, that may be one of the dumbest plans you could possibly have if you're going to kill the most important person, the most famous person in Memphis, as far as that goes. Again, there were no phone contacts for weeks prior to the shooting, especially in the morning. Govan wouldn't know that the Mercedes was used. The only way anybody finds out is social media blows up right away, and multiple people start calling Justin Johnson, including Govan, who knows him, because the word's out that Justin may have done this. Trayon Ingram is another word you'll hear. He actually carjacked the white Mercedes and then gave it to these gentlemen to use in the shooting. He's not charged in this case. He's not even charged with carjacking. But he happened to pick up another murder right after this happened, and so now he's in custody for the other murder that he committed.
Damn. So is that guy telling too, the Trayon Jackson guy? It sounds like, because the lawyer said you're gonna hear from him, but he's like, he also caught another body after this situation, and he's the guy who carjacked the car.
He might.
That's crazy.
He might be.
The only thing is, like, the car was at that nigga house. The only thing that got tying him to this shit right now is that they left the car at that nigga house. That don't mean he had shit to do with that murder.
Right, and that's what he's saying. He like they drove the car and left it right there. They ain't had nothing to do with Govan.
That's true. Now what? Now Govan got to explain why there's a stolen car found on his property, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They probably didn't, and they probably charged him with murder for it. They will do that to you.
Yeah, especially if it's a murder vehicle. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty crazy.
That's the one thing. They didn't park it on his property. They parked it across the street from his house.
And then that's what he was saying earlier. He like, dog, this Govan is a nobody. It's easy for them to throw this murder off on him. That's what they trying to do. That's why they parked the car across the street from his house. Like, I ain't gonna lie, the lawyer doing his job, bro.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, my better senses is saying that's all cap and it's just a lawyer doing that, because it sounds good. It'll probably work. You know what I'm saying?
And my senses is they probably just like, man, I know this nigga. We can leave it right here. He buck. He ain't gonna snitch. And, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
And he's an older cat. But they got to prove. I got to see where they could prove that he actually intended to pay them too, or
The
that he
big homie
received
live
money.
right here. We can park the car over here by the big homie house and come back and get it.
Yeah. I can see that.
First impressions, you would have wanted to know that. I thought about going over at least one of Cornelius's statements in his life, but I think it's just a little too much. We would be here for about 2 hours going through everything that he said has been inconsistent, bald-faced lies. In fact, you know how somebody's lying? Because in his first interview, that lasted a little over an hour, 32 times he told the police, trust me, I promise, I swear to God, I wouldn't lie to you. 32 times he says that before answering one of his questions on one of his first interviews after he's caught. And after he's caught, his girlfriend gets questioned because they ran down the license plate numbers, all that stuff with the cars. She lies through her teeth on December 14th of 2021, says, I don't know nothing about nothing. Because Cornelius had talked to her and tried to make up a false alibi. See, where's the plan in all this? See, if I have a plan to go kill somebody, we have a place to go dig something far away. I have people that can cover for me as an alibi. I don't make random phone calls. And so Angela, who knew nothing about this, according to her, picks them up at the location where they're getting bandaged up for being shot, drives them around town, helps them out. Of course, she's not charged. She initially lies and denies everything. The police then come back and said, we're going to charge you if you don't tell us the truth. And so on the 17th of December, 3 days later, she comes back. But what the police don't know at that time is Mr. Cornelius Smith has called 4 of his family members to reach out to Angela to get the story straight. Because he keeps saying on the jail phone calls, find out what she said, find out what she said, find out what she said. And then on the 17th, it comes back, and they're talking to her. And she says, well, we went over to that house sometime in the past, just like we talked about. She doesn't know anybody. She said, I can't think of his name. And the interesting part is, the officers say, is it somebody named Q? And then she says, oh yeah, it's Quet. Remember the phrase Bobby Carter that they mentioned? Bobby Carter also lives on Bradley Avenue. They're good friends with Cornelius Smith, and they buy pills together and do ecstasy pills together. And the other thing Angela Smith says is, Govan brought us the phone after the fact. How is that part of any plan or anything else? They called and said, give me a phone. The interesting thing about that is if it's true and you believe her, there would be fingerprints on the car. The police fingerprinted it, DNA'd it, did everything. Cornelius' fingerprints are there. Trayon Ingram's fingerprints are there. Kirsten Garner, the other guy that worked with Trayon to steal the car, his fingerprints are there. There's DNA in there. There's blood in there. But nothing with regards to Govan.
What y'all think about that, man? So Hernandez Govan, Quete, it looks like none of his DNA, his fingerprints, nothing is in that car either.
Of course it wasn't. He wasn't
at
there.
his house.
Yeah, he wasn't there.
So,
But they were saying his homie lived there too, at another house right there.
yeah. So does
They
that?
could have left it there.
Do you think that eliminates the car as a liable piece of evidence for him being involved in the shooting in this case?
No, we know he's not involved in the shooting. What they trying to say is he's responsible for facilitating the shooting.
Yeah. Yeah.
The girl said he bought him a phone, but they could have just asked him to borrow a phone.
Yeah, he don't really, from what I'm hearing right now, bro, he don't really got everything that's against Govan is circumstantial.
Like, it's no text messages saying, oh, we this, and like, none of this is concrete evidence.
None of this is concrete.
Everything is snitches trying to, if you don't know, they could all be like, if anything bad, blame Quet.
Yep.
Remember that, bitch. If they get you, say Quet this. And
that's true.
We don't know if they got into it with Quet.
That's true.
What's going on? It's just enough for doubt. And doubt is enough for not guilty.
They found the car 3 days after the shooting took place across the street from Mr. Govan's house. Has nothing to do with him, didn't touch it. So if he didn't do that, how does he open the door? And frankly, how do you get the keys to open the door? See, Cornelius doesn't give you the details. Did they lock the car after we left? Where were the keys? He doesn't know about any of that stuff. So tell me how Mr. Govan got into the car and how he did it so beautifully, being dumb enough to take the murder car of one of the most famous people and say, let's just park it across the street, and then somehow magically wipe his prints, DNA, hair, anything out of that car while he's looking for the phone. You know why that is? Because he didn't do it. What you're going to hear from Trayon Ingram is Trayon Ingram, when he stole the car, left his backpack, his wallet, and some other things in the car.
Bruh.
Johnson did that. You will hear that from Trayon Ingram's own statement with regards to that car. This is why I talk about first impressions, because they're all...
So dude carjacked the car and left his ID and wallet in the car and book bag?
Come on.
God dang, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, niggas be having strikers nowadays, bro. Them niggas be living in them strikers, bro.
Yeah.
But if it's a hot car, it's gonna be used in a murder. No, I would wouldn't you triple check the back seat?
It probably wasn't used for a murder at first. It probably was just a striker. They wasn't going to murder. They was going to go rob some niggas, bro. That was what they were saying. They woke up with robbery on their mind,
Right.
Young Dolph, and they allegedly whatever smoked them.
Yeah, then it turned into a murder weapon because, like you said, it was a spontaneous killing, bro. They just so happened to see, and Dolph always got
The
that
same cars.
exactly. Every car he got is wrapped the same way.
Camouflage with the blue
So as
and
soon as
green.
they say, nigga, that's Dolph.
Yep.
Go get him, and then it turns into a. But it's the same thing that happened in Chicago with that dude that killed Dirk brother. The
Oh
one
yeah.
Dirk
Uh,
sent to go get the get back. I can't remember the dude name that ended up dying.
something Mac. Stephon Mac or something,
Stephon
right?
Marbury.
Yep.
Yeah, the people that killed him, they left drinks cups that they was drinking out of in the car, and one of them left his cell phone in the car.
He tripping, dog. Left his
I
cell phone.
don't know what's up with people going out here doing hits and then leaving all the evidence in the car, man. It's crazy.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
Niggas don't do that shit on purpose. Niggas are smart, bro.
Moving too
I think
fast.
about it, bro. We all grew up together and went to school together, bro. Everybody wasn't smart in class, nigga.
Facts.
True. Facts.
Some niggas is still dumb.
Right now to this day.
Fuck, I know niggas that's thugs now that was in special ed.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that happens a lot,
Nah, that's
man.
true. I definitely know. I definitely know some of them too.
Yeah, that happens a lot, bro.
Nigga cool, he hit hard as a bitch. He can't think. How you gonna whoever did that shit probably just slow.
Yeah.
Niggas don't be thinking, bro. Some niggas can't think.
Always could be misleading, and in this case, patently false. When you cherry pick the evidence that you want to tell you, and then have the cameras rolling on a high-profile case to pressure you to commit a verdict of guilty is patently unfair. And just because he's a nobody and doesn't have money, like Gotti or Joke, his brother, who was never even questioned or charged, he's the fall guy on all this stuff. He didn't do anything, even if you believe Cornelius.
This lawyer out here working, ain't he?
This lawyer about to get his ass smoked.
you talk about by throwing Jook's name in there and Gotti's name. They like, well, we can't have this connected to us. You know what I'm saying? They might have to get rid of this. You know what I'm
I
saying?
heard that shit. I'm like, nigga, you saying some crazy shit for the defense. I ain't gonna lie, that's how Draco got out. Blame him.
I just
But a
happened
lawyer
to show
don't.
up there and he said, hey, this is little C. Joke took over and started doing all the talking. Do you think that man could pay somebody $100,000 and you'd say, yeah, he's good for it. I don't need any validation. He's good for it. And interestingly enough, Cornelius' story also changes along with Angela's, because initially we were supposed to be paid $1.5 million. Then after another interview, it became $1 million. Then it became $500,000. Then it became $100,000. Then it became, we're going to split $100,000 between me and Justin Johnson. Then it became somebody gave me $50,000 in a brown paper bag. Then it became, oh no, I'm wrong about that. It was after I was arrested. Somebody gave my lawyer.
So they're saying that Cornelius Smith said that the original bounty was $1 million, then he dropped it to 500,000, then 200,000,
I
then
thought it was
100.
5 million, then a million, then 500.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that.
It started off crazy large, and now we down to $50,000 in a brown paper bag. You know what I'm saying?
It was lower than that with the 36 though.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think they got nothing but $800 from what I seen.
Yeah, I don't think they got nothing either, man. I heard they didn't get anything, man. They even tried to get their lawyers paid for, but then that got pulled away because, CMG didn't want to be connected to it.
Right.
Bro, that's like, nigga, if I got some money on the nigga head, I'm this big boss. It's some random niggas cross town, smoke them. Nigga, I didn't tell you to smoke them for money, nigga. I don't even know you.
Facts. Yo.
I'm not paying you. Thanks. I didn't
Facts.
stop to smoke them.
Yeah, because you hot. You already hot. All you going to do is get me hot and have me sitting in the cell next to
Nigga, I
you now,
never
bro.
came to you with no money on this nigga head, bro. You just was listening to YouTube. Stupid.
That's what it seemed
We
like,
don't know
bro.
if Hernandez Govan and them was at the motherfucking cookout the summer before, just hypothetically talking. Man, I heard he got this, and these niggas didn't really want to smoke him. Like, man, Govan told us last summer at the cookout that Dolph got $5 million on his head right now, so we killed him.
There's an episode of The Sopranos that something like that happens, and it's hilarious to see because once they pulled off the shooting, they was like stuck, like, snap. That wasn't the. We thought we was gonna
Like,
get
nigga, I
paid.
was just fucking talking in the barbershop, dumbass.
Facts.
$38,000 in a bag.
38,000 in the bag. That's what he
That's how
said.
many times the story is shifted, as far as that goes. The one thing that he does say is after I got the money from Mr. Joke's people, it was understood that he was on that team. Again, Joke never arrested, never talked to, even though he says that's where the money's coming from. That guy doesn't have $1 million or $100,000 or anything like that. I may walk around wearing fancy ties, but he's indifferent. The judge has found that. I'm here to help him because people that are labeled as nobodies, I will not tolerate it. He needs to be fought for. He is your peer. We need to do this right. Mr. Govan,
So he
stand up.
came pro bono.
So is that what he said? He's fighting for him pro bono?
Well, pretty much. He just said he don't have no money. I
Now,
can't help
okay.
it.
The theories would say, well, he got to get him a free lawyer because Gotti and CMG can't be connected to this, dog. They can't be in no way connected.
Bro, but apparently they paid for the snitches lawyer. So
Yeah.
why would they not pay? Oh, that lawyer is breaking their ass. So the lawyer just said if the snitches Cornelius Smith lawyer got $36,000 supposedly from Juke's people, right?
Yeah, that was a rumor.
No, this is factual that came out in court. This is what happened. Why am I here and Hernandez Govan is supposed to be the mastermind, the head with the money? Why am I here fighting for him pro bono? Why didn't I get a magic paper bag?
Yeah. That's what the lawyer is saying.
And and Govan ain't snitching.
That's true. That's
Reasonable
true.
doubt is found.
That's all he creating. He just creating doubt.
Exactly. He's just trying to paint that picture.
Hold your head up high. Mr. Govan matters. You can't do this to people just for political gain because you got to solve a crime because somebody famous died. It's just wrong. You can.
He looked like he tried to solve a crime because somebody famous died. Look at his head. He looks salty as a bitch. He like, damn.
This is probably the oldest I've seen him look. You know what I'm saying? He looked real old up in here, man. I'm gonna keep it real.
Fighting for your life to do that to you, man. That nigga sick. He ass tight. He don't know what's gonna happen to him.
He looking crazy because when he was on the streets, he looked like, maybe he does sell a little something. You know what I'm saying? He got a little, But nah, man, he looking bad, man. It's just
he looked darker and all that, balder.
Yeah. And that's crazy, man. So his daughter lost her life in this situation.
Yeah.
This is crazy. This is a crazy this is supposed to be the end of it as far as the legal system goes, but we'll see.
Sit down. We can't have a society like this where you base convictions on assault rifle people.
Assault rifle people. What the fuck is it? I mean, excuse me.
And you remember when I told you he couldn't even
That's the nigga that shoot assault rifle, snitch.
That's a funny way of saying it, of assault rifle people, you know what I mean?
Right.
The thing you could do is remember that the meeting was sometime between when he tried to shoot Wu or somebody else. That's the best he could do as far as that goes. And so you have to believe if this meeting happened, for 3 months nothing goes on, and then one day it just happens. Remember I asked you about pork chops and chicken and all that kind of stuff, if you're going to do something, even if you have a plan and it changes? If you believe any of that, he didn't have any plan. If you have a plan, you have a place to go. You have a place to hide out. You have an alibi built in. None of that happens. None of that happens. And Mr. Cornelius Smith is going to get up here and tell you, I want to bare my soul, I want to come clean, I want to do all this other stuff. I call BS on that hard because when he tells you that, and he will, because he's testified to it before that he wants to bare his soul, he wants to make amends. Then ask yourself, why for 4 years? Didn't he just take a guilty plea and take his life sentence and start making amends? He still hasn't pledged anything. His lawyers in negotiations with the government. There's, quote, no deal, but, we do good things out of our
They
heart.
show motive for him testifying.
Yeah, you're talking about Cornelius Smith basically testifying against him to save
him as a
himself.
fucking scumbag, which he is.
Yeah.
Because we don't want any benefit by coming on the stage and telling you whatever you guys want to hear. 6 times with interviews, 6 potentially more times with the government, more interviews. The truth doesn't change. You don't have to remember it. You don't have to practice it. You don't have to rehearse it. It is what it is. And this is not the truth.
You like, bitch, it ain't. He don't even look like he got the money to be just paying for golf.
Jury selection, but response.
He looked down bad. I ain't gonna lie, man. You know what I'm saying? And you see them pictures with him and Jook together, man. Back, I guess those weren't even that long ago. He took those pictures. I'm wondering, man. He seemed like he might. Do you think, like, well, they paint the picture that he got railroaded in this situation? Is what they're trying to say. That he was just a fall guy for everybody. So and now that Cornelius Smith is using him to try to spring himself.
Yeah, he probably still got paid because he's still using the fall guy, even though he's telling you, like, yeah, but still say this is the nigga that paid.
Facts.
Yeah, I want to see what the prosecution gonna come with, because the defense coming hard. Now I want to see what type of evidence, what the prosecution got. Because right now, in my eyes, they already losing.
Yeah, it looks like that.
There's going to be a lot lacking.
Did the prosecution do opening arguments today too?
They usually have to, right? Doesn't the prosecution go first?
Yeah, probably so.
Like, they usually go first.
That's what I was thinking.
Let's see.
I ain't gonna lie, I got something to do though, y'all. I've been on here with y'all for 2 hours. I'm gonna research that shit. We gonna get back to this topic a couple more days into the trial.
We'll probably check this in 2 days. We'll be back and we'll have videos of all this.
Yep, man. All right, brother. Fuck with y'all later.
All right, Dizzy King, man. We appreciate you coming out, man. So that was it for the opening statement from the defense attorney in this case. And it looks like we're gonna have more information coming. Now, OTMZ, we've been at this for a while. It's been like 2 hours, man. So what do you think, bro?
Like I said, right now, for what I'm seeing, I don't know if they got enough to get Govan. Now, when I jump off here, I'm gonna go and look and see what the prosecutor said and what they have on them. Because right now it just seems like they just have nothing but circumstantial evidence on him, bro, and all that stuff could be tossed out. They need something concrete, especially when we talking about murder for hire. Like you facilitating, it got to be some type of payment going through where you transfer money to their bank account, or you pulled out a large amount of money out of bank account, or it got to be something there. And right now, I'm just not seeing it.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it either, man. And his attorney is doing a really good job of drawing up that doubt, of making that doubt. So let's play this last minute of what he's got to say.
Somebody's phone might have been. You don't know what they said, if they even talked, or if as a friend you're calling somebody after a shooting, because everybody starts calling everybody within minutes after this, because social media blew up after this happened. You all know it. You all heard it. Everybody knew about it. Govan is your peer. He deserves better. We shouldn't be here. High-profile TV cameras or not. Sympathy for a young man who's a musician, whatever he was. Nobody deserves to die. But you don't compound the problem by blaming innocent people for it. And even if you don't want to believe he's innocent, you want to believe Cornelius, they sure as heck didn't prove the case beyond a reasonable doubt. I talked to you guys about that, like the British system. It's either guilty or they didn't prove it. So I'm asking you to at least at a minimum say he didn't prove it in about 3 or 4 days from now. Thank you.
All right, so there you have it, man. Looks like we got about 3 or 4 days of this trial that's going to be coming out. So I'm thinking we're going to be going live and talking about it every day pretty much until it's over, until the verdict runs. So, man, more information to come in this situation, man. We should see, right?
Yep. I'm here for it, too.
Now, with that, OTMZ, go ahead, give your last statements, or I hate to say statements like we on trial, or your last words, and we're going to close this live out, man. Go ahead.
Man, y'all know what it is with me, man. Make sure y'all follow me on IG at OTM.Zay. TikTok, OTM Zaysky, bro. We're going to be back live with Witty.
and we just gonna do our thing, man. Appreciate all the people for tapping in and rocking with us.
Facts. And we appreciate everybody in the chat. Make sure you shout yourselves out in the chat whenever you get an opportunity to. And I'm pretty sure there's gonna be more of this case we're gonna be following. But until then, man, we out of here. Peace.